I had a debate with myself of like, oh God, it's 3 p.m. Do I grab a cider? Today is
That's
that kind
why
of
I
day.
grabbed mine. I was like, I'm not. It's a little early, but if I don't grab it now, it'll be inconvenient to go grab it in the middle.
Well, and
So
also
I'm just
like
gonna have it.
Sundays feel like the day of the week for day drinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
all. And I'm also like
the only time it's socially acceptable.
Yeah. Like
it starts at brunch and then it doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like a cider in the afternoon on a Sunday, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
I am drinking Corona, which I feel like is appropriate.
Miss COVID came and shut us down, so it's our time to party now.
Exactly.
The Miss Rona thing going on.
Please do that immediately. It's incredible. It's so great.
All right, I'm switching Chrome tabs.
Woo! Alrighty.
All right, so beer in hand, we are all together.
Let's do this shit.
Welcome to the Bone Era. And welcome back. Once I press play. So, last time on Welcome to the Bone Era, you had just reached Careshire with Vidar. You went into town, you did a little bit of exploring and figuring out what all the place was. You found the two warehouses owned by both of the mobs, basically. Both the Brethren of Night and the Biamonte family. You also then met up with Johanna, who was in...
full day drinking mode.
In full day drinking mode. And maybe wasn't doing great, but she's fine.
Same.
I'm fine.
But she was in the Red Wind Ale House to start with. And then she asked y'all if you wanted to go out drinking, basically, and have sort of a night on the town. You ended up meeting up with a couple of the people in the Biamonte family, specifically the eldest daughter, Issa, and you sort of half ran into the eldest son, Evo. Shar wanted to find Silric, who goes by James in this town.
Which I totally missed. I apologize for that. I literally thought they were two different people for the last 6 weeks.
That's okay.
No worries. I implied it, but I didn't really explain it straight
except
out.
me.
I had no idea who either person was, so you're good.
Okay.
Very on brand for Lillian. Yeah, I'm opening things too because I totes forgot to open things.
Totes.
Gotta open that.
Totes my goats.
Gotta open that. And then gotta open
Learned Lilia's actual name today.
that.
Is that her actual name?
Well, a name I'm...
Okay.
Oh.
A name we didn't know
Was it
real
totally
life.
made up?
What?
Was it totally made up?
No.
We'll have to ask in character.
Okay, great.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, after meeting up with Johanna, you went out drinking. You went sort of pub hopping, but you only got to 2 places. While Shar was out looking around to see if she could find James, she was told that the Brethren of Night would be in contact, and then came back to the pub. In the pub, you met up with Issa. Johanna asked about a pseudo-dragon, and then sort of was being a little pissy, and then Lilia took her outside and told her off. Wynn heard a weird whisper from the alleyway and went outside. Because I can always make Wynn do things just by being creepy. As long as it's intriguing, you're gonna go do it.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna touch it.
Someone's gotta.
Someone has got it.
That's why I'm not.
But you did that, and you ended up going into this weird dark realm, being transported there. Lilia also was transported there, leaving Johanna in the alley going, what the fuck? And you met a beautiful devil woman named Rissera.
Yeah.
Rissera. The daughter of Geryon, who is the queen of Malbolg. Malbolg, I believe, is the 8th circle of hell.
Awesome.
Aren't there only
this
8?
one?
I think there's 9.
I think there's 9.
I remember like the 9th circle of hell being referenced in pop culture somewhere along the line.
No, Malbolg is the 6th layer of hell.
Gotcha.
How many are there?
9.
Unclear.
No, there are 9.
There are many.
Rad.
Over
There
9,000!
is a number.
And I've also been saying Geryon when I shouldn't have been. I think it's
Wish we
glass.
could get an actual print of that contract.
Let me
Well,
work
if you
on
want
it.
to find that, you have to. Give me 1 second, sorry.
Sure. We need to retcon, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I was just telling you a slightly incorrectly pronounced name. Yeah, I was. It's Glacia.
Glacia.
Yeah, not Geryon. I don't know where I got Geryon.
How's that spelled?
Glasya. If you go in, if you're curious, all this information is in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Cool.
What?
And you should have access to that one.
Is it in the sources?
It's one of the source books.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait.
And if you go to Lords of the Nine,
Sweet. There it is.
because that's actual D&D lore I'm pulling from for that one, as opposed to only making everything up. So that happened. You found out that Rissera told you that she's sort of the person who holds your, or is the lawyer, the person handling your contract, which is now held by this demon or devil, not a demon, devil queen of Malbolg.
Sweet.
And Rissera told you that Trust had been entrusted with a task in order to pay off his own debt, or rather to get out of a contract on his own soul. He made Darkheart, which after some time signed your name and your friends' names over on this contract.
Thanks, Wynn.
And now you're all
Cute.
damned. Also, Wynn can be killed with a snap of Rissera's fingers.
Why would she do
yeah.
that, though?
No, we've got to
prove
talk. I
unuseful or
gotta
whatever.
give her a call.
You ever remember?
And then she left.
Maybe.
And y'all filled everybody in, and then decided to go to bed and get on with saving Johanna's mother's pseudo dragon from the Biamonte family, because that's why she was upset, and she just wanted to do something she felt was actually actionable, as opposed to holy shit, the world is ending. I don't know how much power I have over that. Y'all agreed to help. In the next morning, you planned to go talk to the Biamontes, and you walked there. And on the way, you were attacked by some assassin dudes from the Brethren of Night. They just attacked you while you passed their warehouse. You kept the last guy alive, who gave a note over which said 7 o'clock this evening, come to the Silken Sheet, which is the brothel. And you were like, okay, I guess. And then you went down to the Biamontes. You met the head of the Biamontes, Tatsiano, who did in fact have the pseudo-dragon. And you asked him. Lilia put on a really effective diplomatic face and asked what they could do to get the pseudo-dragon because she's super interested in pseudo-dragons. And Tatsiano, while he did seem to like the pseudo-dragon, wasn't entirely always attached. He made some comment about never being too attached to things in this line of work, if the business option is better. He showed you the lake and told you the Lonely Lake, which Careshire rests upon. He showed you the lake and said, have you ever gone delving into dungeons or whatever? Because apparently there was a town a long time ago and it was sunk in this lake, and there are magical items of some amount down there. And he asked you to bring them back. If you bring back one to him, you'll at least get the pseudo-dragon, and if you give him more of them, he will pay you, is what he said. You then left, and you made your way to the Silken Sheet. You were led inside by a bunch of weirdos to this room, and you met with this person, just a dude, who told you that there's one more thing before you can meet with James, and that's you have to go to this underground ruin or underwater ruin and bring back magical items for them too. So there seems to be some competition here.
What will?
He was less clear about how many things that they needed in order for that to work out.
But presumably, if you want to hang out with James, that's probably the more we can bring them, the more likely that will be. Presumably,
well,
I don't know.
You'll have to negotiate and figure it out when you get back. But yeah. So after that was done, you went back to the Redwind Ale House and went to sleep. It is now the morning of Nargo the 4th, which is sort of November 4th. It's not the warmest of days. If you want to see our wonderful calendar, I will put that in the Zoom chat again. That should work.
Gotcha.
And it is the morning. You hear the sounds of people downstairs. There's some amount of food being brought. You can smell it in your rooms. You did, though, literally buy out or rent out the entire upper floor for these couple nights you've been here. And Johanna's been covering the bill.
Nice.
What a nice lady.
And so, Bonira, what would you like to do?
No, you go.
I suppose I would like to, head downstairs and maybe grab some breakfast and see if Johanna's up, and then also maybe decide if how exactly we're gonna go underwater.
I made a list of 4 things maybe we could split up today, and so maybe if we all convene downstairs, we can go through our plan of attack here.
Okay,
So go downstairs
you all
for
head
food.
downstairs. Johanna has again brought sort of a spread of food, and she's already been up for an hour, it seems. And she is currently in a little bit of a conversation with Vidar, who is here again. And she sees you guys and waves you over and continues talking. As you get closer, you hear, I know. But the problem is, I think we need to work on taking that place back. And Vidar says, that's a tall order right now. We need to collect more soldiers, that sort of thing. And Johanna says, well, let me know whenever we're ready. Stay for breakfast if you want. We may also need you later. I don't know how to identify objects, so if we do bring back any weird things from our odd underwater trip, maybe you can help us out. And Vidar says, all right, yeah, I'll stick around. And says, oh, hello, everyone. Please join us.
Good morning, Vida. How's the shop?
Operational. I had to hire somebody to work it while I keep having to go off to random locations to help Sabrina and etc. You know,
So what?
the war effort.
What brings you here this time?
Well, we're having a little bit of trouble with recruiting, and while the problem is that Veneer is currently still in Handere, and I think we need to bring him back because he can be persuasive.
Is there a teleportation circle in Handere?
There's a secret one.
Is that how
Only
he
way
get
to
back?
get there. Mm-hmm. He knows the spell. It's just he's currently on assignment teaching sort of different methods of protection, etc. to Handere people and ways to pretend they're not there a little better. Using a little bit of fairy magic. But we need to get him back and getting messages down there. Johanna thinks he should stay there for a little while because the Destori troops are still marching south. They're actually planning on going to the island, which I can't remember the name of at the moment because my map is over there. Vessa.
Oh, right.
Actually planning on sending troops over there. They're going to ignore Marshtown and walk around from what insider knowledge we have from Damien. So...
Cool.
And Jared, luckily, both still alive.
Yes. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's news from the front. I hear you guys are all planning a little bit of a
Yeah, did
adventure.
Johanna
Diving
fill you
trip,
in?
yeah.
Going on.
A little bit, yes, and I don't blame her for wanting to do something more actionable than save the world, so it's only a little while.
Well, also, I have a slight feeling that, especially given the lore of how this, how the city came to be underwater, that we might find something that deals with us hurtling towards the end of the world.
Well, that's
I
interesting.
don't know if there's anything there, but it's something that I'm at least going to keep my eyes peeled for.
I think it's all
Yes.
in all the back of our minds.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Vidar, as a learned man, you don't happen to know anything about the history of Morlos's various rises. Apparently this lake behind us was created from his first.
Well, that's the thing, yes, I was going to say. There are some books from that era that still maintained copied prints, and I believe I've mentioned that at Tertiva, the wizarding school I went to, there are some of those texts. And I did read about it. That's where I found out about the Arlosos and things like that, because there are accounts, mostly journals and things, from people from that time period. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the town that was sunk underneath what is now the Lonely Lake is the town of Straka. Straka. Straka.
Don't know why that made me think of the Muppets, but here we are.
What are Muppets?
What are the Muppets?
Do you happen to know what kind of community Straka was before its submergence under the waters?
Well, from what I can tell, there were a certain number of communities that were sort of larger sections of the realm that was split up into 8 different sections. But I don't know much. They're all a little vague because all the accounts are literally from like the last days of the thing for some reason. I'm not sure what happened to the history books prior. I wonder if they were destroyed for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Johanna's like stuffing her face.
Sure, it's not a good reason.
Probably not, she says.
How far is
You
Nigel?
should try this. This shit's good.
How far
I
is
steal
Nigel?
a
You
little
in
bit.
contact with him?
Vidar says, Nigel's good. He's added a lot of extra protections to his shop.
Good man.
And he now has sort of a bunker there that he can stay as well, so he doesn't have to get across the city if anything terrible happens again. Yes, he's fine. He's taken in Carrie since Kracharin died, and now she works with him in the shop.
How's she faring?
I think it's a strange it's very strange for her.
Can she talk all right?
She figured it out after a few days, yes.
Oof.
Anyway.
Yeah, so, I think I don't know if you guys want to talk about this now. I think there are, I wrote down 4 things I think we need to figure out in order to do this, right?
Okay.
Number 1.
Pull out your
Make
parchment.
sure I have all of my water spells.
Yeah.
I have all of them.
Well,
You did that last night, right?
I also realized that I can polymorph.
You could be a fish.
I don't know if I also don't know if I could like even pseudo polymorph and give myself like gills or something.
That's a separate
That's a
spell,
separate
actually.
spell?
There is a spell that does that.
that's
for
like
that.
chain
That's neat, but I
form or
can't
something.
polymorph that. Okay.
No,
but
you have to change
I could
into a beast
polymorph
or
into a dolphin or something, so I don't decrease so I don't become a stupid goldfish.
Yeah.
And do recon, I guess, to see if there's anything
could
down
work.
there. The only thing I'd be afraid of is another sea creature thinking that I look like dinner and
Yeah. Maybe a dolphin's
snacking
the way
on
to
me.
go.
If
then.
you're a dolphin, you're the predator anyway.
So
Yeah, they murder for fun.
oh,
So we need to figure out,
neat.
number 1, a way for all of us to breathe underwater. For long enough to get 300 feet down
Well,
or
I
whatever
can-
we...
300 to 500, yeah.
Got a
But let-
potion. That's about all I got.
How long does that last for?
An hour.
Okay. Okay, so we gotta figure out a way to breathe underwater, regardless. We gotta figure out a way to explore underwater once we're down there. So, and we gotta figure out something to carry all of these items in. And we gotta prep for whatever creature could be down there. And maybe now that we know the name of this town, if we could do any research on it, those 8 different sections, if we know where we're going, then that saves time, especially if we only have an hour, or if our underwater breathing doesn't last that long.
Is it possible to, at least for carrying all the stuff, can we empty some of the less expensive things of our haversack into one of our rooms and then just put it back in later?
We could.
Hey, Vida,
Wouldn't
says
that-
Johanna.
Wouldn't that be
If you're sticking around, could you just keep some stuff for us, and then we could use, bring whatever we find up there? And Vita's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
as long as if there's not a weapon down there that would rip the haversack on our way back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you could carry that as a dolphin in between
In my teeth?
in your teeth or something.
Unless someone else wants to be a dolphin, because I can turn someone else into a dolphin too. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
okay.
just for me. I could do me, I could do someone else. But I think a dolphin would be the most effective out of the sea creatures, unless, of course, I could turn myself into a mermaid. I don't know. That's a different creature. I haven't played with polymorph all that much. So.
Well, if we spend the day doing recon in the city, going around, looking for research, asking questions, figuring out if we could get underwater breathing potions or something, then maybe you could go down through the lake and see if you could figure out where these items
things are.
So once we bring them back,
even if there's anything down there, because to be honest, all we know is rumors so far.
I hope there's stuff down there. We're all in trouble.
Yeah, well,
I imagine that there are things down there. So should we really just send one person?
Well, if we send Lilia first to do recon and figure out where everything is, then we'll know exactly where we need to go. We have no idea how big this city is. Yeah. So if we split the water in the wrong place, then...
If I may...
It's a pretty massive lake, this one.
Yeah.
But you can just barely see the other side. That's how big it is.
So we're probably going to need to figure out where exactly it is first.
If
Right.
I were to put a candidate forward...
Well, they said in the center.
Well, yeah, but the city may spread out the whole width of the lake for all we know.
If I was to put a candidate forward...
For what?
For a scouting dolphin scenario, I would
Scouting
actually recommend Kieran being the studied cartographer and mapping and navigation.
Oh, yeah. I can do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I know how to make maps.
So we'd turn you into the dolphin?
Oh,
I
no.
think that would actually be the most practical, unfortunately. I know it's not ideal for you,
He,
my
finishes
good man.
his breakfast beer.
Saltwater lake or a freshwater lake?
Freshwater.
So if you turn into a dolphin, will you drown?
It's a mammal.
They're freshwater dolphins.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, they go up rivers.
We
and
don't
things.
have dolphins in Hyundai.
We could also, I mean, I could.
Fancy
Oh, actually, something that might. I don't know if this would be more or less useful than a dolphin, but we could also do like an otter.
What swims faster?
Well,
and
I
has
don't know,
better
but
eyesight?
otters have hands.
Oh.
Can otters hold their breath as long as a dolphin, though?
Well, they're both mad. I mean,
Let's do nature checks all around.
Yeah, which one can hold its breath longer?
Do we know?
Because I don't
Yes,
want to...
make a nature check.
Everyone?
Yeah, first rolls
Sure.
of the night, everybody.
It's a nature check.
That's a 3 on me.
Hell yeah, 23.
8.
Y'all are gonna shit. Hang on.
Ooh, okay.
I got an 8. I'm gonna drown.
Nature. 17.
5.
30?
Wow. 30.
30. So I rolled a
Alright,
19
so-
and I have a plus 11.
Nice.
So as it turns out, both
Google this really quick.
I did. Both animals are otters are like 8 minutes, and dolphins can maybe make 10,
Okay.
holding their breath.
Well, how long does polymorph last for?
an hour.
An hour.
Oh, then yeah.
But I was just thinking like an otter
Dolphins would probably
because they
swim
have
faster,
hands.
too.
Yeah.
With your 30, you might know this.
Well,
Yeah, that's not that bad of a difference, so...
Yeah.
I'd rather have hands than 2 extra minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
would you need to bring anything up? How much can otters lift?
But I'm just thinking, like, even for, like, exploring things, like, if you decide that you wanted to, like, pick something up, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have to nose it. You could just, like, lift it with your hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can otters,
And it turns out otters can swim faster than dolphins.
Can they dive that deep?
Otters
Yeah.
can swim faster than and they seem smart. They can use stones to
They use
attack
tools.
things. They use
Okay,
tools.
yeah.
They seem smart.
I didn't expect going into this game to type in otter swim speed into my computer.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you did, though.
Yeah. Well, we have to know. It's important.
This is
But,
what writing is like.
Unfortunately, that's the only candidate other than yourself, Lilia, that I would suggest.
I think that. I don't know. Kieran, how do you feel about that?
I mean, even if I was an otter, can I still use spells and things if I need to?
So let me...
Sorry. Polymorph? No, your
Yeah.
intelligence becomes what the animals is.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to give you a dumb
that would maybe
one.
work too, because then I can control water if I need to, like if I get stuck somewhere. But but yeah, I guess I do know how to make maps real good.
Hold your dope staff with one flipper.
Yeah.
Aren't dolphins significantly smarter than otters, though?
I don't know if there's that big a difference.
I mean, the only...
let me check the D&D rules.
The only thing that I can,
You
like...
might get a freebie. Get a free tiny item with an otter.
We don't need tiny items. We just need to figure out where things are.
Shut up, Josh.
Shut up, Josh.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked a YouTube page and it started playing a video. So there isn't a
one thought
creature that
also-
is an otter in D&D.
Oh. Well, there should be.
Now there will be.
But I bet I can find one.
Like a homebrew otter.
Yeah. There's one. I found one.
One thing that we could also try, if the dolphin were to be
Dolphins swim faster.
perhaps me, I could then leave my
In the game.
serpentine owl on the surface. We can telepathically communicate, and I can answer any
I
questions.
forgot about that thing.
Damn.
Wait, what does it
That
do
is
again?
an option. What?
It makes a giant owl that,
Yes.
that can be telepathically communicated with.
And it understands our language and obeys spoken commands.
Okay. Well, then maybe you and Kieran go do that, and then me
Yeah, I
and
mean-
Lilia and Nala can go in
Or I
search
can use
of...
the potion.
Any
So we
research.
both
Nala
at the
can
same
go
time,
in
I
search
don't
of research of this town and then anything
Okay.
dangerous that might be down there, and then Lilia and I can maybe go see if we can find some water breathing or water shit. I don't know. I don't know.
So you tried finding potions for water
We
breathing.
couldn't find
You at least checked the potion shop,
Yeah.
and the problem is each one would take like a week to make.
Yeah.
You didn't try the black market.
Okay.
Black market.
The Biamontes, yeah. But who knows if they have any either.
Okay.
And I don't even know yet, so...
Well, at the very least, we can go around the town and ask some people some things.
Sure. Alright, so who's doing what?
I guess we're on dolphin duty.
You also have, you
Or
do
otter
remember,
duty.
you got the Biamonte symbol, which
Yes.
can get a boat from somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was actually going to do that. When we are getting a boat, I'm going to ask the fishermen around if they know anything about any sort of creatures other than the standard.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna go out and look for that.
Okay. We're going now.
Yeah.
I ask around for any insight.
Oh,
as
wait,
to
we're
what
doing one
aquatic-
thing at a time. So, do we need a boat right now?
I mean, that would certainly help.
It
so
just
we're
gets
not,
you to
like,
the center of the
tired.
lake.
Yeah.
Because Lilia would still have to cast polymorph on Kieran before we go back into town. Mm-hmm. So then Lilia would have to go out on the boat with you guys.
As a dolphin.
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
No.
So...
Listen, I got
I got
more than
it.
one polymorph spot. I'm ready.
No, but can't Win just wait on, like, if we find, like, a dock or something, and then Kieran can go swim and then come back?
Possibly.
And because
You don't know where anything is the problem. So it's
Yeah.
just, you know it's near the center of the lake.
Well,
So the reason
yeah.
that the Biamont, that Tatsiano gave you the thing, is so that you could get to
Okay.
the center first. But you don't know what's down there yet, so recon, it's up
Yeah.
to you.
Well, I was only thinking because if we didn't find any water-breathing potions if we're going... I don't know. Never mind.
But I mean, we can always trade the black market for water-breathing potions and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yes, I'm just in my head. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, so,
So do we want a boat then, or...
yeah, I think a boat would be
Okay.
helpful because then, like, we're already out in the middle of the lake by the time I use
Yeah,
polymorph,
where
so
we
it's
should
like
be.
a
Are
little
you
bit
going
less
with
swimming.
them then?
I was planning on it. Do you need me for
okay.
something else?
Okay, then I guess we'll go into town then.
Okay,
and get the rest of the
hey,
stuff.
I also just did the math. If you are a dolphin traveling at 7 miles per hour, that is 10 feet per second, and if it is 500 feet deep maximum, it will take you 50 seconds to get down there. So you're
There you
plenty
go.
of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. Dolphin it is.
Dolphins.
Can dolphins wear cowboy hats?
Oh my god. I'm gonna give my
Polymorph,
hat to
technically,
Shar and
if
tell
No, your
her
clothes go into the
guard
monster.
this with your life.
If I believe polymorph spell correctly, all of your equipment fuses with your new form.
Yeah, it fuses into your new form.
So I
Okay.
will be wearing my hat.
It'll
So you'll be a little
technically be
otter with like a
part of
furry
you.
little brim.
No, she's a dolphin. He's a dolphin now.
Oh, a dolphin? You're being a
Or
dolphin?
not,
Okay.
whichever. Whichever, because the daughters can swim even faster, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, so
cool.
whichever one you want to be, I can polymorph you into, and because it's because you'd be willing, it shouldn't be very difficult at all. It's more difficult when you're not willing.
Johanna, do you wish to go out on the boat with them, or do you want to inquire around town with me and Shar?
Well, I could wander around town if you need any persuasion. I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, we
I
might
can
as
talk
well
to
split
people.
50-50.
Excellent.
Right.
So, since Sarah just left, let's do walking around town first. Where would you like to go?
Okay, so what...
Well, first the whole group would inquire at the docks first for a boat.
Yeah.
To see when...
Well, they're gonna go do that, and maybe while you guys inquire about the boat, we'll go talk to some, like, boatmen or fishermen or something and
That's
see
what
if they
I'm
have
saying.
anything.
That was what
We're just
Jason
gonna-
said.
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
saying,
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to fishermen about what other random creatures they run into.
Okay.
Other than fish.
Let's go find
You
them.
head over to the dock. This is a pretty good sized dock for a lake, but it's pretty bustling. Lots of fishermen here, and lots of boats. Lots of these smallish sort of sailing boats. People hauling in big nets and barrels and things filled with fish. The sulfurous smell wafts over everything, but it also smells very clean and clear. So just a hint of sulfur. As you wander around, you see a few people who seem to be on some sort of break, and you walk over to one. This guy is like big bushy beard, classic sort of old fisherman guy. He's got a man bun with his gray hair, and he's like smoking a pipe, and just sort of sitting on a crate, as a few workers sort of seem to be unloading some things from his, what you assume is his boat behind him. And he looks over at you guys.
What time is it?
Howdy.
Good day, good sir. How goes your day?
My day goes pretty swell. Well, you can't complain on a beautiful day like this. Normally it'd be getting a little colder, but we're doing pretty well this year.
That's good to hear. I'm wondering, do you happen to offer your services for travelers wishing to go out into the lake?
Well, I mean, we're not a, recreational vehicle, but I'm certainly, if you want to come work. But there's not much else there's not much to see out on the middle of the lake. There's no islands or anything here, so.
Actually, me and my company are on employment with one of the families in town, and we actually have business under the lake, and I'm wondering if I could get some of your insight as to the various creatures that habitat this particular body of water.
Mostly in this body of water there's lots of fish, some sort of shellfish too, but nothing dangerous as far as we are aware.
Never heard any rumors or stories or
Nothing
anything?
strange has been caught in a net.
Not creature-wise, but there's some. The interesting stuff is the ruins on the bottom of the lake, you see.
What have you heard about that?
Well, when I was younger, we used to go diving, and we would compete with each other to dive the deepest. And every once in a while, even though it got pretty dark down there, you'd land on something stone. You'd feel around and feel pillars and doorways and things like that, but I always had to come up before I was... I ran out of breath.
Are any of your diving compatriots around?
Oh, well, most of my friends have passed on since my days as children, and they know about as much as me. It gets too dark down there, you see. It's hard to see anything beyond a certain amount. The light doesn't filter through the dirty waters as well as it might in sort of an open ocean circumstance. It's very silty down there.
You are a busy man. I don't want to keep you. If you were to recommend any individual to speak with about the city under the waters or anything to do with this lake, do you have anyone that you would recommend? Also, what is your name?
My name is Mason.
Mason. Pleasure to meet you.
No, I don't really know anybody else who talks about it. We share stories, but most people are just like, ooh, what about those ruins, you know?
Of course. Well, thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll bring back some stories to regale you in.
Well, I'd love to hear
I'm gonna
them.
give him a piece of gold for his time as well.
Oh, well, thank you, young
We
miss. That's
appreciate
very
it.
kind of you. Have a... Yeah, thank you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thank you, Mason. We will. And we tell the group when they're looking at boats what we learned.
Yeah, we'll come back and talk to the group while they're trying to find a boat now. Hey guys, we learned it's really fucking dark down there.
And it seems that there is a variety of fish and shellfish, and not anything yet to do with creatures or anything monstrous as of yet. We've only talked to one particular fisherman who did, in his youth, go diving with other compatriots, and they weren't killed, but then again, they were only down there for short periods of time.
Gotcha. I know we couldn't find, like, a temple or anything in the city. It doesn't seem to be very religious. Maybe we could find, like, a seer or something, or maybe some, like... Oracle or some crazy witch who might tell us about something spooky down there. I don't know.
Criminals are superstitious. They might have...
Criminals are superstitious.
Is there like a fortune teller or anything around here?
I don't know. We can go ask while you guys go out on the boat.
Quick question. Do either dolphins or otters have dark vision?
Dolphins have got to.
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like
because
Dolphins
it's very
have
dark
blind
down
sight.
there, then like
okay.
Dolphins have blind sight? Echolocation. That makes sense.
It's not... Well, yeah, but they can sense tremors in water and stuff. Yeah,
Cool.
so.
Yeah. I feel like with otters, they're used to swimming through things too, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like in
And otters
rivers.
are smaller too, so if you have to like,
Maneuver.
yeah,
Things I'm looking up today.
Wet ferret.
Can otters...
wet ferret.
Wet ferret.
Unless
about
one of us
sea
wants to
otters.
polymorph into like a squid.
I mean, if you guys are all going out there, should maybe 2 of you go down?
I think that was the plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought
great.
that's what we were doing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
Just in case
the
we
map,
run into trouble.
and Win is the owl.
Muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Wynn, you are a half-elf. You might be able to see something down there.
Wait, I'm confused. Wind's turning into an owl?
No,
No,
I have the
It's a
owl.
figurine that
Yeah.
turns
Yeah.
in the...
Yeah, so is
turns
Wynn
into
gonna
a giant
wait in the
owl.
boat while you guys...
No, I'm gonna go down and the owl will speak for me,
Oh.
as it were.
Okay, got it. To
Up on the
Lilia?
surface.
The owl can talk.
Yeah.
To Lilia, got it. Okay, cool.
Well, give
think
signals
the owl
that
can
communicate.
Okay.
I guess.
Great.
Be
Sounds
careful.
good.
This will be the first time you use this item, so make sure that it does exactly what we plan to.
Yeah,
We
don't
just
get
wanna make
cursed
sure-
again, Wynn.
We want to make sure
please.
that it only talks to
The
you.
It was that
Demon
one
owl.
time,
That'd
okay?
be terrible.
One
if it's-
time.
That'd be terrible if it's just sitting there staring at Lilia and talking to you, and it can't talk to Lilia because she didn't summon it. I don't know the.
I mean, the thing
specifics of
is,
this
if you did
item.
that, the only thing the owl could do, literally the only thing, is fly around and, like, make hooting noises. Because you would be telling it stuff, but that doesn't mean it can translate into anything you would understand.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
I
couldn't give, like,
Archimedes, the-
I think it
Signals
actually
like-
makes more sense for
Wait.
2
wait.
people to
Scratching.
go
Where
down
is
and
it?
one person to just wait in the boat for the other 2 to come back up.
Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense. But I'm not going out there,
We're
so...
not team boat.
And that
I'm
way.
not team boat, yeah.
I'll go out
Yeah.
there.
Well, I have the spell tongues. I don't know if owl is a language.
You'd need speak with animals.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whatever.
I see.
Yeah, it's the wording on those things. But, very interesting item.
We'll figure
but
out.
I mean,
the owl.
regardless, I mean, we can still send 2 people down. Whether or not we have a telepathic owl doesn't really change the
Yeah.
the main thing. It would just
Should
be
we-
nice to be able to communicate with y'all down there, but I mean,
You can just come back and tell us what you found.
yeah.
If we're sending 2 people, I don't know if when we're down there, if our characters' perceptions are the ones that we'd be rolling with, or if it would be the
It's the
animal.
animals.
Depends if you're both
Okay.
polymorphed, yeah.
Because I was gonna say,
And
'cause
Johanna speaks up now
Lilia
because I
sees
wanted to
better
mention
than
it
I
and needed
do.
to tell you. Johanna says, Wynn, did you say you had a water breathing potion?
Yeah.
Couldn't you take that and then Dolphin Kieran swims around and you hold on?
Yeah, well, I suppose we could do that.
Would this require Wynn to remove their armor to do that? 'Cause they are...
I mean, I'd recommend it at least
Just
for now.
leave it
but
in the
yeah.
boat.
Yeah, I mean,
Leave all
I'll
my
be
stuff in the
there.
boat, sure.
I might
Yeah.
be squishy, but I'm not incompetent.
Wait, I thought you were going down too.
No,
Or,
no,
I guess
no.
just
No, Lilia's just
Lily's
casting
just
spells.
staying-
I'm just there
okay,
as the
great.
spellcaster and like the cute one.
That sounds like a great idea.
And
Thanks.
that way, if we run into any trouble down there, I can just summon Darkheart to my hand. and
Oh,
we'll be
great. Yeah, let's do
Ready
that.
to go.
That's fine.
That'd be better. And also, wait, Wynn, you don't have like any message or anything like that, right?
You can
Not
shoot,
to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, I
But
guess
But
I'll...
Kieran
And
has
you'd be like-
sending.
Oh,
wait, no, you can't.
Anyway.
yeah. The other thing I'm thinking is like, okay, so if you guys do run into any trouble, I don't exactly know how I would help you from above the water rather than in the water. But if if there's some sort of like signaling you can give me, or either that keep Darkheart in the boat, and so that way if you need to summon it, I see it.
Yeah, if there's
disappear.
trouble, shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would actually work really well. So that way I can just see Darkheart disappear and know that something's up.
Does Darkheart just vanish, or does it do like a
Vanishes.
Thor hammer
No.
thing?
No,
It vanishes, it does a
vanishes.
Nightcrawler
Okay,
thing.
got it. I want to make sure it's not going to like bust a hole through the bottom of the boat,
Yeah, just
and then Lillian drowns.
this didn't work as planned.
I wouldn't drown.
yeah,
I would
it just
polymorph
bounced.
myself into another animal.
All right, so what are we doing?
I guess
Okay,
we're doing
alright.
that.
We got a plan.
So you're finding a
Yep,
boat?
find a boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll go back into town and ask around town for more information.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll wait till
You-
they find a boat first, obviously.
Are you just flashing the symbol, or just wandering
I was
around?
gonna go down into the boat yards and then see if,
You're already
Yeah,
there.
we're at
ish.
the-
if there's any Biamonte signs.
There aren't any that you can see. Not even making your perception check that one. There aren't any specifically Biamonte labeled
Okay.
boats.
Having Piedmont.
You were handed this symbol and told if you do this, they'll do whatever you need.
Okay. So I guess is there like a do I see any boats that are like relatively like not like dinghies but also not like gigantic boats, like just like relatively nondescript?
Most of the fishing boats here are just smaller sailing boats.
Okay, great.
And you did speak with Mason earlier and then left and then were you in the
I
bathroom?
spoke
Whatever.
with Mason earlier.
Sure, but Mason is
But you met
a
one dude.
captain, right? Or like a
No,
boat
he's a
owner?
fisherman.
Fisherman
He
guy.
doesn't do
Yeah.
transport.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Apparently it's just fishermen.
Said
here.
not normally.
Did he seem like he would be willing to let us use his boat?
I mean, he was a little thrown off by the question.
It is possible. He actually was the source of information for us to tell you that there
He used to go down
are.
there and dive.
Yeah, he used to go down there as a lad. We have given him, or Shah gave him a little bit of money, so he may expect a little bit of currency in exchange. But I wouldn't mind being in the business of someone that is not behooving to either of the families, so that no word can get back to them that we are possibly playing both sides. We don't want any lackeys.
Well,
to,
we haven't told anyone we're also working with the Brethren.
But if we work,
But they
with,
have people around
But they have
here.
people
yeah,
around.
and if we,
I
if
like
we
that
If
idea
we
too,
flash the
Nala.
Biamonte pin to get a boat to go out there,
Yeah,
that's
we gotta
that's
settle
kind of a
about
red
it.
flag.
Let's talk to Mason and
word
offer him
will
some
get
money.
Back that not everything made its way back
Okay.
to them.
Yeah.
So we have to
Okay.
be careful
So
when
you-
to flash or when not to flash.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
You
plan.
decide not to flash the Biamonte pin, but you head over back to Mason, who's still sort of sitting there. He stands up and like he's emptied his pipe and puts it back in his pocket. And he's like, "Oh well, hello there. How can I help you?"
Mason, this is my group of friends that I was telling you about. I was telling them about your deeds that you did in your younger years, and we're
Yeah, we used to have some fun.
we're hoping to see if we can actually commission or purchase your services to possibly take some of us out onto the lake to do our own diving.
Oh, you're just wanting to dive then? Well, that's intriguing. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm cool with that. 18.
Nice.
Oh, I'm super charismatic.
Well,
Promptly
I'm.
disappears.
Well, I mean, there's not much out there, but I was wondering why you were so curious about renting a boat. But it would be kind of fun to see if you could find anything of any of the things I used to discover down there.
We'll see.
We'll have to be doing some fishing while you're down, but you can totally come along with the boat for sure.
Oh, that'd be great.
It might be a little bit of a tight fit with all of us on there, but
There's only going to
We'll
be
make it
three
work.
Oh,
of
it's
us
just us.
coming.
It's not going to be everybody, but
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, we can make that work for sure. And Mason introduces himself all around and shakes everyone's hand,
Sup?
and so he knows your names. Well, we're about to push off, so shall we?
All right.
absolutely.
Let's get moving.
Bye, guys. Good
bye,
luck.
everybody.
Here's hoping nothing eats
Okay,
us.
so when Lilia and Curran head onto the boat with Mason and his crew, it's a small crew. It's not a very big boat. They've got their fishing gear and their nets and their stuff. And you shove off into the lonely lake. And you head out, and it becomes very... It's a very peaceful sort of lake. It's like an expanded version of any of those tiny Midwestern lakes that people live on. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But this one's just way bigger, but it's not more wavy or anything. So it's very peaceful. And you head out there, and as they get, and he tells his crew, like, we're going to the center this time. These kind folks would like to do some diving. And so the crew nods and gets ready and heads out to the center. And they sit there we can't keep the boat perfectly still, of course, because that's not how boats work, but, and the anchor won't reach all the way down,
fine.
so, we'll be around this area for whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Do you mind
anyway,
if I stay on the boat with you? Is that okay?
Sure,
Okay, great.
that's fine by me. There's a seat over there.
Right, thanks.
So you sort of get ready.
I feel like
What does
Lilia
everyone
looks
do?
like a mermaid siren, probably, on the boat. She, like, matches the ambiance
I like take
of the
out
lake.
my loot, like.
You should do some busking. You could probably make some good money here.
So what's everyone doing?
Well, we're,
On the boat
we're
here?
waiting for them, yeah.
I suppose am about to polymorph Kieran.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
turn
mean,
into a
obviously,
thing.
they're-
Kieran, do you want to get in the
Okay.
water first before I
So they're gonna do this.
turn
and then
you
we'll do
into
ours.
a dolphin?
They're gonna do that.
So you're not,
Not
just like
really.
flopping
No,
around
I'll
on
dump
the
them
boat.
in.
How about this? When you go to turn me into it, I jump. I don't want to
All
get
right.
my hat wet.
Oh, okay.
Wayne, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
I guess I'm just taking off armor, leaving all my stuff there on the boat.
Okay, make sure to unequip your armor on the thing.
Cool.
All right. So, do you also take the potion, or you?
Yes.
Okay. You glug down this potion. You feel this very weird. Suddenly, like as this energy sort of flows throughout your body, you feel this sort of odd. Like it suddenly becomes like you're breathing on a very hot day at Bristol, like through that like soupy, very humidness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you jump in.
All right.
And then, Kieran, I want you to make an acrobatics check.
Do it. Do it.
My poor outfit.
I'm gonna leave the ring on though. The cursed moon ring. I will
Sure.
leave that one.
That's the werewolf. ring.
Underwater werewolves.
It's like
We're a
were shark. I'm
Oh my god.
where
Hell yeah.
alligator.
Wait, isn't that the thing in the dodo?
Weremaids.
Never mind.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, that's fine. It was just whether you slipped and slammed your face into the side of the thing or something before you fell in and then turned into a dolphin.
I wouldn't have been
So you're able to
surprised,
leap.
but-
It's not the most graceful of leaps, but you jump off and then
Zigzag.
Lilia casts the spell on you, and you turn into a dolphin who sort of half belly flops into the ocean
Slow
there.
clap.
That feels right. That feels right.
Your intelligence is 6.
I wish I could make
But that means you are still relatively
dolphin
aware.
noises.
That works.
I would need to make it an
Your intelligence
when-
is 6.
All right. In I go. Cannonball.
You go underneath the water.
I'm brilliant.
Yes.
And you, for a while there, you're so used to holding your breath, and you can do it for a while. So you do that for a while until it gets sort of harder. You grab onto Kieran's dolphin fin and head down.
All right. Down into
And
darkness.
after a while, you're like, I gotta breathe, and you breathe in, and you just feel this water. And for a moment, you think you're choking, and then you breathe it out, and you just watch the sort of water and bubbles go around.
Fascinating.
And it takes a second because it's really heavy breathing as you go down, but you do manage to go underneath, and Kieran, you swim down and down and down, and pressure does not exist in this world because it's way too complicated.
Yeah.
So you just dive down, and
None of us are marine biologists.
the magic from the potion and the magic from the magical dolphin, you're fine.
Yay!
So you head down, and it starts to get darker and darker and darker. And
No dancing.
darker.
I wish this is one of those moments where if we
I wish.
didn't podcast this, we could play the Mario Party like water level
The
music.
water levels.
Oh, that I was definitely
So it is very dark
ironically or something. On my
now. And Kieran, you start to sort of slow down and make your way through. And
Here I go.
My
you can
head
barely
is
see
going.
anything, but you can sort of sense around you. You sense a lot of these because you have blind sight, so you can't see, but you can sort of
Sense.
feel that there are
You're Echo the
objects
dolphin.
around you. These sort of larger sort of structures all around you. Win, make a perception check.
Okay. Can do.
Because you can see 60 feet.
Is this blind sight going to be enough for me to map? In theory,
Make an intelligence check, Kieran,
how
as a dolphin.
So that's minus.
how
So
do
So it depends on how much you remember, basically. You're making just a roll and subtract 2.
17?
Ooh.
Okay, so you're actually pretty able to remember what's going on. You feel like you can hold on to this even in your dolphin mind.
Holding on.
Win,
to
what'd you
myself
get?
in mind.
I rolled an 8.
An 8, you're like struggling to see. You see some shapes, sort of these bigger structures. The ones more close to you, you can see are very clearly old, now like mollusk covered, and algae and seaweeded up pieces of stone. Some of these pillars, you see one off to the side. You can barely see it, but you see it's like what seems to be the foundation of some building that used to be there. And I'm gonna say both of you make a perception check again. Now this is for a specific purpose. Dolphin is +3.
Not bad.
20, but a dirty 20.
That's right.
That's 24.
Nice. Okay. So this time, after a little time goes by, Lilia, you're sort of up there. Kieran, you have to go back up for air. And then you dive back down.
Can you do the tail thing?
Oh, yeah. I do a nice flip for Lilia.
And some of the fishermen on the boat next to Lilia like go over and go, "Oh, I didn't know we had dolphins in this lake."
I'm like, did you not see the never
They were
mind.
busy. They were busy.
Oh shit.
Lilia has a
Turned a
moment of
person
like,
into a dun-
that's the most athletic that I've ever seen Kieran do anything. There he goes.
But this time, as you swim around, you sort of make a loop around, and you can find where there is an edge of where the buildings are. Mm-hmm. Roughly, this whole section is 500 feet down. Then there's sort of a relatively sharp incline up to a couple hundred feet. But this is sort of a sunken city just right in the center of the thing. And as you go up for another one and you take another dive, you head directly down into the center of this section. And before you get there, wind like taps you on the head, and you see below you this massive sort of pillar in the center of the thing. And you go down, and you go down, and then you fall through a sort of weird air bubble, and then you drop 20 feet.
Oh no, and I'm a dolphin! Can I... Oh, I guess I can
Both of you
breathe
make
on
an
a-
acrobatics
on a
check.
normal-
Okay. Okay.
What?
Acrobatics for your dolphin is +1.
Oh, an 18. I'm better as a dolphin, guys.
Okay, that's
My life has improved.
that's not
As a
bad.
dolphin.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so you slam into the ground, but you managed to sort of duck and roll. You didn't really expect this, and you as the dolphin, you sort of do this
Flop.
barrel roll thing,
Well, at least you can still
and you breathe and you look around, and Win, you're now what you feel is more like what you had on the boat. It's still dark, but you can still see, and you see this big pillar in the center and this big air bubble that sort of wraps around. You go over to the side and sort of stick your hand through it, and you can feel the water again. It's like the sort of underwater Gungan city.
Ah.
These guys.
This is good to know.
Yeah, and there's a big pillar there. What do you do?
Okay. Let's have a look around. I mean, is it just around that pillar?
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Kieran, you're just sort of on the ground
Throw
as a dolphin.
At least you can
Investigate.
breathe.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like
Ooh,
flipping
okay.
my tail.
18.
Wind's like, I'll be back. and you head and
Hold ditches.
you
Wait
walk
there.
around.
I know you
walk
can't walk away. Just wait there.
You walk around this massive thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's 100 feet across is what it seems like.
Okay.
100 feet diameter. So it's pretty big. And you walk all the way around it. And on the other side from where you fell in, you see this sort of big door and a pedestal to the left of it, outside of this big door.
Okay. Can I make out any writing or anything like that?
Make another investigation. Actually, what was your previous investigation?
It was 19.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. So you head over, and you start looking around, and you sort of scrape off some of the algae and whatnot that's growing on the pedestal and around the door, and you see a lot of this ancient common from before. Did you learn how to read ancient common?
I don't think
you were one of the
I did,
people.
no.
So you recognize the writing, but you don't know what it says.
Okay.
And as you sort of get closer to the pedestal and start doing that, there's a light that appears on the top, and you're like down below the pedestal, and you look up, and you see this woman standing there in sort of a hazy image in the water. Or what would be the water, but it's not the water. It's like a hologram, but it's not very clear one.
See, now I'm paranoid about these things.
And you
Strange
hear
people appearing in front of me.
Seriously.
and you hear, if you have found this place, welcome to the vault of Straka. Behind me is a door that leads into our full vault. I know you see the destruction of the city around you, but if you are here, I can know that you are not my specific enemies. I have set up many a challenge inside to protect our items.
Balls.
And to protect them from Morloss specifically.
Double balls.
Balls, indeed.
Luckily, he is not able to see this, nor are any of the gods.
Okay. Good. Great.
If you go into this vault, and the door is open, you pass any of the challenges, the items that you get are yours to keep. And feel free to leave at any point. There will be no one harassing you on the way out. Because as you go, things will get harder. Obviously, though, you must guess that the real prize is all the way through.
Right. And
There are six rooms.
Okay. 6.
Now, who am I, you may ask?
Yeah, that was my next question.
She doesn't seem to be talking to
This is
you,
a
but
recording.
you are still responding as though.
This feels like,
all right.
like that
No,
one,
that feels right for
computer
Win.
god in She-Ra.
Wynn's like, oh, yeah, that was my next question.
What was that, Tess?
Oh, I said it reminds me of that like one computer goddess in the She-Ra reboot.
Yes.
Thinking of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So she says, "My name is Zima Ash. I was the ruler and caretaker of one of the stones of Morloss, and the ruler of Straka. Morloss and I never got along. I did trick him to get me what he wanted, and then he sunk my city and killed all my people. I managed to get away, and before that, lock the vault, and hide it from him and all the other gods. But hopefully I made it away for reals. For reals. Hopefully I really made it away. But I do not know when you are finding me. And I don't think I will ever know. Anyway, I will leave the decision whether to move forward up to you. Goodbye." And then the image fades away.
Oh boy.
I love her.
What was her name?
Zima Ash.
I'm assuming Xema. Oh no,
it
it's
was
a
just
Z. It's an
texting.
actual Z.
Z. I spelled it right the first time. Okay, yeah, well, that's good to know. Okay, so possibly a stone that changes things. Whew. All right. Well, I don't know how much time I've got left, but should try to look around
half
as
an
much
hour.
as I can, see if there's like anything else besides that doorway. Because I don't want to come back and suddenly there's like monsters.
Okay.
Same.
Let's. I'm using the same investigation.
Okay.
There is nothing else down here.
Nothing
the
else.
air
Okay,
bubble
just
seems
that
to be
door.
holding the weird pillar, and that door and the pedestal outside where Zima talked to you through.
And a dolphin.
Cool.
And a dolphin who's sort of impatiently writhing on the ground. Not dying because it's a mammal,
I'm just
but
bored.
sort of annoyed.
Wait, I thought you were swimming around the outside while Wynn was
Nope.
exploring the inside.
No, they hit the top of the air bubble and fell. So
Does Wynn
right.
have to, like, chuck?
Yes.
Just chuck me as hard as he can through the ceiling
Yeet
of this
the
bubble.
dolphin through the air bubble. Like,
Well,
This bubble empty. Yeet.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't want to check out what's beyond the door with just me and Kieran down here.
and
so.
no armor.
And no
Kieran.
armor. Yeah, so I think
Kirolfin.
Dolphin, yeah.
Crawlfin.
Dolphin. That's good.
so. I will pick Kieran up under my arms. Be like,
You
we're getting out of here.
hoist this dolphin up
Yes.
and sort of walk through the air bubble and
Yes.
and very slowly Kieran regains control and is able to swim around.
Yeah, and she said the city had been destroyed. I mean, while we're down here and we've got some time, we should look around the city as well.
Okay, you basically did that, and you found that it's a lot of ruined buildings.
Okay.
If you want to see my really terrible drawing of it,
Yes.
Yes, desperately.
so where the half circles are is where Careshire is, because that's how the city is made, and then it's the big sunken city with the big pillar in the center.
Okay.
And around the pillar, some amount of 150 feet or something.
To be fair, because I was a dolphin when I did all this, this is probably exactly what my map would look like.
Yeah.
Like Wynn
I
just
was a
like stuck a
dolphin,
pen in your mouth.
All right, so you swim back up to the surface, and it takes a little while, but you find the fishing boat. Not that big of a lake. I mean, it's a pretty big
No, I
lake,
got
but
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Not when you're traveling at the
And-
speed of me.
Follow the loot sounds.
Oh, I mean, luckily, the only thing that has to happen for Kieran to turn back is I just have to stop thinking about it, because polymorph is a concentration spell.
Oh, it is concentration. I was wondering because it was like,
shit.
do you have to kill it?
Yes.
I get back to the boat, and Lilia just
Yeah, we
pulls
worry.
a club out and is like, okay. And all the fishermen are like, what now? And it just beats me.
Loving.
All right, so
you killed it.
you get Wynn hoists you aboard as Lilia drops the spell, and Kieran falls onto the thing, hat intact and not wet.
Good.
And Wynn, you're there.
Yes.
You are on the boat.
I'm on the boat.
And Mason comes up and says, "Oh, well, I haven't seen anything like that ever, really. Very impressive stuff.
Thanks.
Did you see anything interesting down there?"
Yeah, did you see anything interesting down there?
As it happens,
Oh boy, did
there is
we.
a vault. And an air bubble that we can use. Yes.
Should we be saying this in front
In front of
people?
Mason. It's okay. It happened. It happened.
An air bubble.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Damn.
All right, I'm going back to fishing.
Alright.
Would you like to go back to shore? We'll be done here in a
Yeah,
minute.
whenever
I
you
need
guys
to
are
dry
finished, don't feel the need to rush on our account.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And then
so enjoy
Ah,
an extra half an hour.
oh,
Something.
yeah.
I'm gonna go sit in a corner and draw my map while it's
Okay,
fresh
you
in
draw
my,
that map I sent
my
you.
dolphin mind.
Wring out my hair and my beard.
Your
Cool.
dolphin mind.
You draw the map I sent you.
Amazing.
Your dolphin mind.
Shar, Nala, and Johanna, what are we doing?
Well,
Hey, we are going into town.
yeah, I guess we can multitask. We can hit up as many shops and talk with any of the older vendors to see what they may know about the sunken city.
Okay, you make an investigation check. Just all of us make an investigation check just to see what we find, if we find anything, etc.
$15.
18.
What was yours, Emily?
15.
Okay. You ask around. You talk to different vendors at the market. You talk with different bartenders. You try and find sort of the older people. You talk to the lesbian potion couple.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to have heard the same sort of rumors. There's a big, weird sunken city. Not many people know where it came from. Some people know the name Straka as a town. A lot of the people who might have some magical knowledge, you get the idea that a few of these people may have attended Tertiva at some point, or at least known that community for a while. You head over to like the Biamonte's warehouse at one point too, just to ask them, and they don't seem to know anything much besides that there's rumors of magical items, just like what Tatsiano said. But basically, you know what you have already heard.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like anybody else knows that much either. What seems odd is why nobody had found the big air bubble thing, but you don't know that that's there yet either.
Anything you want
So
to
that's
look for
all
in
you
terms
get.
of we're looking at shops, so if you're looking for anything.
I mean, do we want to look for some incense so we can, if we get stuff, we can identify it so we can decide what to give to people?
Sure.
I think
Is
we
there
should.
any incense for?
Well, Sarah bought out the entire shop, or Kieran did, bought out the
You
entire
did?
incense
Yeah, I
place
did.
last time.
Oh, how much? Oh, okay, so there's no more.
500 gold's
Okay.
worth of incense,
Ballin'.
so that you could do the
Okay.
Any
dark
other
red thing.
interesting items? Just asking in passing
Well,
through
we
the
should.
various
I think
shops.
we should try to find some water-breathing potions on the black market.
I assume we went to the black
So you go over to
market.
the if you want to shop at the Biamonte's warehouse, which is possible. You find some people who seem to be dealers. And let me see.
I'll let the pretty elf.
The pretty. I'm not charismatic.
Johanna's there too and says, "Oh hey," etc. etc.
Johanna's gonna do the
I'll let the
talking.
ladies
Char
talk.
doesn't do talking.
Yeah, there are a couple water breathing potions available. Let me find what the price would be. Each one is 200 gold.
Okay, and you said how many?
And Johanna says, "Oh, come, we're doing a favor for your boss," and she says it really quietly. And I'm gonna see if she can persuade the
nice.
people.
Oh,
Just playing this game by
I
myself.
love it.
Not a great roll, but plus 13.
Oh,
Whoa!
charisma.
Is that charisma or persuasion?
Persuasion, both.
Well, persuasion.
Persuasion is plus 13?
Oh shit! I tagged the wrong.
What the fuck? I thought mine was high. Okay.
She's level 12.
Okay. Whatever.
So I can't do 9 plus 13, but that seems like a pretty good price. You can get them both for 150, or you can get each one for 150, which is a big discount.
There's two.
Yeah, and there's two.
Oh, I can handle both of us.
Thank you.
All right, I was gonna handle it, but
Oh,
that's fine.
I mean, Johanna, if you feel.
Oh, I was gonna at least handle one of them. If
I'll
I'm going
split it with
down,
you.
I'm gonna have
Great.
one. All right,
okay.
sure, 150. Then.
And so we each.
But
get
she
a
she wants one of the potions.
Okay, fine. Water breathing. Is it potion of water breathing? Got it.
Potion of water breathing.
I'll go ahead and remove that. Forgot
And
to-
how many were there? Sorry, I was
Only 2.
Only a couple.
Okay, I was like, I
rolled
was
for it.
writing a parody song of Ocean Eyes to Dolphin Mine, so excuse
Any other items that stick out when we're in that factory black market area? Just in passing?
You don't see that much, but make a perception check.
12.
A
For
lot.
me.
Hang on.
It's hard.
27.
Okay,
I
so
want things.
Nala, you don't see much, and also even with that roll, a lot of the stuff is in crates that they don't like. They stand over it when they're looking inside to make sure it's correct and whatnot. You do catch the glimpse of a bit of like. There's a crate of just like bottles of alcohol, and one person pulls it out. and it is alcohol from Handere, from Vesa. And it's a specific type of wine from Vesa.
Do I
here
recognize
in
what it is?
Kershire. Yeah, I mean it's a brew, or it's a not a brew. You don't call wine a brew, but
Yeah. A blend?
it is a vintage of the Royal Handere blend.
So
of
someone
wine,
has lifted
red
a
wine.
bottle out of a case, and I see that.
Yeah.
Yep, and puts it back and closes it up again and passes it over to some people. I'll come up with a name for the Royal Handere wine blend, but
Okay.
I haven't made it up on the top of my head right now.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for the potions.
Sure thing.
Anything else you need? Wish you a good.
I mean, maybe we should just reconvene with the other group and see.
Yeah. We'll head back to the docks and wait for the boat.
Okay, you do so. And you meet up. And Johanna says, well, I hope you had a little more luck than we did, though we did get a couple of these, and flashes the underwater breathing potion.
We won't
it
be
away.
needing those.
Oh no?
We might a little.
Oh,
What did you guys find down there?
Oh, let's go.
You fill
let's
them in.
go into more private areas before we talk about
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Sure. So you go, Johanna, you go back to the inn. That's the place to be. And sit down, find a sort of table away from the bartender and whatnot. And I'm assuming when you fill them in,
Yeah.
you fill them in.
I tell them about my sick flip.
That's like the button on the end of the
like,
story.
Also, I did a sick
All this
flip.
horrible, weird lore about Morlos and everything. Also, there was a sick
I did
flip.
this sick ass dolphin flip.
It was the most athletic I've ever seen Kieran in my life.
Wow.
And I wasn't even
Johanna
seasick.
says, Johanna
I'm
says,
gonna be nice
well,
and not tell them about you belly flopping out of the bubble.
all right,
When's a
well,
real fat friend?
that all sounds interesting. I guess a dungeon crawl it is, if we're going into the vault. then.
Johanna, now with us knowing that this venture does have an impact with our prior circumstances, does it change?
Everything seems to, doesn't
Does
it?
it change your outlook on the importance of your pseudo dragon? If we do find an item that is of import to us and what we're trying to do, and same to you, Shar, if we find something that is important to us and what we're trying to do you think you'd be able to give it up for what you're trying to accomplish? Or what you're
I think
trying
there'll
possess?
need to be some negotiations with whomever we're working with afterwards. Right now, I think whoever the gods are, whichever gods are punishing me for trying to run away from the duty that I decided to do, you know? So I wanted a little bit of a small adventure to go save my mother's pet, and of course I get roped back in, but I will deal with it.
That's
So,
a healthy outlook.
when you said we don't need water breathing potions, but at what point does that air bubble start? Wouldn't we still have to get down to that point?
Roughly 400 feet down.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a length I can swim unless you know. The only thing is, I could polymorph someone else. I could polymorph ourselves to get down there. But then, that's half of some of my more powerful spells gone.
Kieran,
All right.
I can split water to
but only
bubble.
300 feet, right?
But I have 3 spell slots, so I could do it twice.
Can you layer those? Is that
Well,
You can just do it one after the other.
okay?
Yeah.
That
so
might
we would
be
literally
fine.
just jump.
What you can do with control water is you can also change the flow of it.
Yeah.
So you can just jump in and then
like
zoom
a
all the
water
way
slide.
down.
Yeah,
if
there
you
you
want.
go.
Have a water slide?
Wait, that's a great idea because then you can
Yeah,
just
that totally works.
propel us all the way. Can you do that to all 6 of us?
It changes the water
It's
around
the water that
Okay.
I'm changing, so it wouldn't matter how many people are there.
Okay.
So we
well,
really
as long
don't
as
need
you
those
as
spells.
long as you can. Well, I mean, it's good to
No,
have
the-
them
the
because
Well, I'll
Kieran
hold
might
on
not
to
be
it
able
anyway.
to save a spell slot for us to get back up.
And it is possible.
Yeah, I can just make sure that I keep those spell slots.
And we can keep the water breathing potions for if anything goes wrong.
any
down there.
unforeseen circumstances.
Around what time is it right now?
You've been spending, most of the morning and into the afternoon. It's like roughly, I'd say 2, 3.
Okay, because I know before doing a dungeon crawl, I would love to take a nap.
Well, if this area is a stable environment, we might be able to get down there, take a nap even before we go into the actual...
Wait, take a nap down underneath the lake?
If it's a
That
stable...
scares me, guys.
If it's a stable
Yeah,
environment...
no, I would prefer to sleep in a bed.
Well, yeah, we have them
Like, they're right
literally
there.
right over there.
So I'm just letting you know that
No one's saying we have to go down there.
I would like to be at my full strength before doing a dungeon crawl.
Tomorrow.
We could call it an early night and just wake up super early in the morning.
I'm down for that.
Well-
It'll
wake
probably
up
be
at like
really
5.
quiet. We just
Yeah.
have to make sure we secure a boat this evening so we have one ready to go in the morning. Because I imagine if we go at like 4 or 5 in the morning, there's not going to be that many people outside.
Well, do we want to try to ask Mason and pay him to just use his boat when he's not there?
Did you guys have a good experience with
fine.
him? Did he seem to like you guys?
I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
talk to him too much because I was trying to
Okay.
focus on keeping Kieran a fish. So
Hey,
Mammal.
Dolphin.
potato.
Dolphin.
Yeah, we could throw him a couple more gold
Yeah, that
and
would be bad. Is he
Yeah.
aware of what we were doing?
We mentioned that there was an air bubble, but it's not like anyone can get down there without any magic. It's 400 feet under the water. And he seemed really perplexed that I turned someone into a dolphin. So, I don't think we need to really be worried.
he's probably gonna just leave you alone.
Yeah, I mean, they were, and all of his fishermen were like, "What? There's dolphins?" And it was really they were very sweet. They were very
saying no?
sweet.
Good.
Yes.
Well, if we compensate him, it's very possible he'll help us out. No questions.
I mean, you seem to have the best rapport with him so far. I would be more than willing to give you some gold to give him if you want to
Yeah,
talk to him.
does everyone
again.
want to toss 2 gold into a
Yeah.
pot and we can bring it to him?
Yeah, for sure.
But there's 6 of us.
Sure.
Where do I find my money?
Equipment.
Okay, I'm gonna
Money.
withdraw
I'm
5
so not used to
we
using
can
a
make it an
desktop.
even 15.
Okay.
So we'll give him 15 gold if he lets us use his boat in the morning just for an hour and a half.
Oh.
Well, we don't know how long it's going to
yeah,
take for
that's
us
true.
to get through that
We'll,
vault.
we'll go ask him. We'll
Yeah,
go.
I'll
sorry,
ask him.
We'll go talk to him.
I'm gonna go talk to.
We should see how long
Mason.
he needs his boat for.
Okay, you head back
Is
out
he-
to the
is he
city
there?
and back down
Is
to
he
the
still
docks.
on the docks, or is he gone? That's the thing. Time passed.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll percentage
Oh
dice.
no!
He's dead.
Is he? back at home?
He is currently out on the lake.
Dead.
He's on the lake. Okay.
He's fucking dead.
Do I?
Just started luck.
Am I told that he's on the lake?
You look out and see the boat.
Oh wait.
You sort of ask somebody, and it's like, "Oh, you want Mason? Yeah, he'll be back any time now."
I'll wait.
You have to wait a couple
I'll wait.
hours, and you just sort of enjoy the view of the lake and
Nice day.
speak to some fishermen. Some people are very interested in Dragonborn, and you do see a young male silver Dragonborn in the distance, sort of
It's that guy.
Wait. Wait.
on the other side of the place, and he sort of comes up and sort of gives you a wink as he walks by,
Oh,
and then
Nala,
leaves.
are you blushing?
I'll note it. Are you waiting there with me?
Are you
Yeah,
there?
wait, I thought
Char was so hidden.
I thought we went to go
that
find
she
the boat
appeared.
guy.
I went to find the boat.
just
guy.
Nala
I
had
thought it was
gone.
assumed I went with you because we both
Okay.
talked to him and I was the one who paid him.
You're just so stealthy. Nala
It's like
forgot.
that meme of Dwight and Angela where he's like,
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Nala just got so caught up in looking at the silver dragon boy.
great.
Nala notices,
You wait, and
but
Mason-
doesn't pursue.
Sure. Mason eventually does come back and comes out. Oh, third time today. Must be my luck. I'm really quite enjoying your company. It's nice to meet some young people again. How can I help you this time?
So we appreciate everything.
Yes, from what our compatriots say, you were a delightful host for them, and
Well, I try not to ruffle
We
any
were wondering if we
feathers,
could
so-
trouble you for one more favor.
how much do you usually bring in on a catch? Because we would like to commission your whole boat, but only have you and not the other crew. We're going to be bringing our whole crew, and we'll need the entirety of the boat, and we'll have to purchase your services possibly for the whole day.
We do know how to help sail.
We do.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can. We are.
You're not
looking
there. I know, but
for-
I'm-
Now we're all
Yeah.
there.
When
They were all stealthy
we
up
heard
here.
from our friends that the dive went successful, and we are hoping to try
Well,
again.
that's what they
we would
said,
like to
yeah.
do it in the morning tomorrow. We don't know how long it's going to
Alright.
take, but we were wondering if we can offer you. I'm going to show him the gold.
And
Well,
I'll
if
put
you would be
15
willing.
on top.
Oh God! So we have 30 now.
Yeah.
Well, that ought to do it, my
don't know
friends.
how long it will
I'll
take.
tell the crew to take the day off tomorrow.
Thank
That's
you,
fine for
Mason.
me.
We appreciate it. Would like
I'll meet you here. How early do you want to get going? For that kind of money, I'll start whenever.
4 or 5 a.m. Whatever we discussed with the group.
Sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Early.
That was roughly
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be here.
Thank you. We will see you
The crew will enjoy the
bright
day
and
off
early
anyway.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Mason.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful night, my friends. I'm gonna go get a drink, and after I tell my crew about the good news.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
give Nala 7 gold to compensate for the 15 she just put in because
Thank you.
I have more money than Nala does.
Yeah, Nala spends all her money. She's the only
Yeah.
one.
Well, Lily and I each put like $2,000 down on that
Oh, for the box,
Yeah.
yeah.
I still have a lot of gold, but
I also still have a lot
Yeah,
of gold.
you guys
yeah.
are keeping that gold. Not like
listen, we
things.
grew
Frugal
up
man.
royal.
Well, we haven't
Frugal.
died yet, knock on wood, so we haven't had to reimburse Kieran with diamonds.
I mean, the big thing is like with
people.
my brain stopped working. Oh yeah, with gold, it's sort of an exponential. Everything starts becoming way more expensive when you're commissioning full like magic
Yeah.
items and stuff, because they can be upwards of like 100,000 or whatever. So
we are in in comparison poor. We are still poor, but we have lots of gold.
you're above peasant by quite
Yeah,
a bit,
above
but you're not
peasant.
rich.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say you all head back to the place. You agree to meet in the morning. Vidar has one of the rooms.
Oh no.
Actually,
There's another room
Is-
that we
is-
didn't
There is
rent out.
not.
You can share.
Johanna says you just take that. Lilia, can I stay with you?
Yeah.
Great.
Now are you
And-
back to rooming with me?
What's Nala? Where are you sleeping?
Vidar,
I'm in my own room.
You got your own room
Yeah,
now?
we all got our own room last night. We all had our own rooms.
except
Except
Kieran and
Kieran and
Sharon.
Sharon.
Share, share.
Oh, okay, great.
Forever roommates.
So, Johanna heads in with Lilia, and Vidar takes the room on the end of the hall and says to Kieran, if you need to unload things before you head out, I'll keep them in here and stay here and study all day. That's what wizards are good for, right?
Sweet.
Anyway,
we
I
ask
wish you all luck.
Vidar
I may...
anything?
I would love to ask VR some stuff.
You want to go talk to Vidar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes? How can I help you?
Good evening, Vidar. Sorry to
The rest of us
disturb
went
you.
to bed.
I have a question for you. Our group
Sure.
has actually found itself in a rather peculiar circumstance. We've actually, turns out, have been damned by a particular entity in a particular level of hell. And
I'm sorry about that.
do you happen to know anything?
the
in
things that
terms
we
of-
tell this man.
This guy is like perpetually like,
Oh no, what are they gonna tell me this time? It's always a mystery with this guy.
I know we rely on you for your insight and knowledge, and I must ask you for one more time. Do you happen to have any insight into...
devils are not my main area of expertise. You know what I can do for you? I think you need some time in Tertiva's library. I believe I can get you in for at least a little while. And you can research whatever you want.
Do you happen to know any instructors that may have any insight into...
Months ago, I certainly did. Give me 1 second. I invented Tertiva, like, back when You might have been heading that direction.
Might have.
Vidar, now that I have found my notes, yes, my old professor was Reverence, the enchantment professor there. He is a tiefling, you might know something, but that's more infernal and abyss rather than devil. Not always, though, it depends. I'm not sure what kind of tiefling he is, actually. But we might be able to ask him. I've still got a good rapport with him.
Excellent.
But we can zap there and back if you want.
Now?
Unfortunately, I don't have a... No. Well, maybe. It would take an extra day. But yes, so...
Well, thank you for that information. I would love to travel with you whenever you have free time. And I should warn you, if you ever find yourself in any sort of violent confrontation with our group, please stray away from Wynn.
Thanks, Nala.
You're
Thanks.
not there.
They are the anchor of our curse.
Thank you.
That's very interesting. Well, all right. Thank you for the information.
I'm open with my wisdom.
Well, I will turn in then. Well, I'll do some studying first. That's what I do.
Do you happen to have any new books?
Not on me, my dear.
There's not a bookshop in this town, and I'm
No,
starving
they don't seem
for
like
new
big
materials.
This
readers.
is a mob town. They're not learned.
But Tiva has plenty. We'll go there. You will see their glorious library and be able to do whatever you want. As I am an alumnus, I can get you
Thank
in
you.
probably easily
Thank you
enough
again for everything.
on some sort of research thing. So, all right, I'm going to bed.
Good reading and good night. Then I go back to my room.
Johanna's like,
Oh, is she in the room?
hi. No, in Lily's room. It's
Sorry.
like, sorry if this is weird. I can just like sleep on the floor.
I'm not gonna
whatever.
let you sleep on the fucking floor. No, just get it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm probably gonna turn in pretty early, though. I'm
yeah,
not
we
much
have
of a
big-
morning person, so
That's I'll try not to wake you.
it's I'm it's fine.
Lily is like all but short circuited.
So, you all find your way to sleep, and we will have a break there. And tomorrow we will head to the underwater dungeon thing. You don't have to clap. We're just leaving it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What up, viewers? It's me, your non-binary host of Welcome to the Bone Era. Welcome to the mid-session announcements, as always. Do want to give my normal thingy. If you are in a position where it is viable to financially support the show, you can head over to patreon.com/Cameron Evesque Davis to do that. I don't have any actual reward tiers. It's just if you like what I do and want it to continue. Also, as always, Tabletop Audio, really great place. Music, ambiences, awesome shit. TabletopAudio.com. Yeah, that's all the music and stuff I use for the show. I also want to announce that we have a Welcome to the Bone Era Instagram now. The Instagram link will be in the description. I think it is The Bone Era, but I don't remember at the time that I am doing these announcements and couldn't be bothered to go grab my phone. It'll be in the show notes. I don't have very many announcements this time because, you know, there's not as much going on. If you haven't checked out my album Ragnarok by Even Death May Die, which is just me, check that out on all streaming platforms and all places you can buy music. If you haven't checked out my new show Storyboard, which airs Saturday at 2 o'clock CST, do that. It's on the YouTube channel. I am having a little trouble getting guests, but it will be sporadic Saturdays until I am able to have very consistent guests. If you want to be on the show where you get interviewed about your art and then we play a little short 30-minute storytelling game where we create a story together, send an email to hellashandproductions@gmail.com and we will do that thing. But other than that, I don't really have much to say, so we can get right back into it. Enjoy. Oh, I do want to throw in here, if I didn't say it last time or you skipped the announcements and now are listening to it, this show 100% supports Black Lives Matter, and if you're someone who says all lives matter or anything like that, get the fuck out of here, and we don't want you listening to our show. Also, trans lives matter, and trans people are the gender that they say they are. That's, yeah, I had to say that. All right, back into the show.
So I don't know how much of that person I want to be, but if we want me to actually do stuff while being a bard, I do have my ukulele literally right there.
Hell yeah!
What about bagpipes? You got any bagpipes?
No, we're...
So play your favorite cover
so far
song,
I have,
especially
so far for the Ocean Eyes cover I have, I've been swimming here for some time, can't stop staring through my dolphin mind. Sunken
Amazing.
cities, ruined skylines, it stays blurry in my dolphin mind.
I love it.
Perfect.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
Yes, what do you have
I
to
was
say?
wondering if I could, before I went to sleep, do one quick prayer again to Bahamut.
Okay.
Like, not like
You-
Limb Brain, just another, I lay me down to sleep, please look over me, Bahamut. Free me from this curse if you can, blah, blah, blah,
Nala's
blah.
getting religious on
Nala
us.
is freaking out,
She
you
is.
guys.
She's freaking out. She died and she now has a curse and she'll go to hell if she dies again, so...
She may have already
Yeah,
been there.
she may have been there. So she does a quick prayer to
The-
Bahamut,
the
asking for insight and anything.
The only prayer Lilia sends off is as she crawls into bed with Johanna is just like to Yaren being like, why?
Why what? No, wait, what's his... Unless you say it out loud.
He's like,
Irish, I
it's
thought.
like
I thought he was
softly and
He's like
Yeah,
a
that's all
leprechaun.
Irish. I just had to get back into it, yeah. Why what? You hear?
oh, now you're responding.
Oh, well, every once in a while I'm busy.
Pretty.
I am
Honestly, given everything, you seem pretty comfortable.
sure. I am appreciative and confused and concerned, finally about things that don't pertain to like me living or dying, but it certainly feels like that.
Sure.
Anyways,
Well, you're going...
oh, also, we're gonna go search out another stone tomorrow, so just heads up.
Yes, in a place I can't see.
Yes, so... It's
very weird.
Just letting you know that we're doing that, so if I go off the grid, that's why.
You're welcome.
I hope all the magic can get through. I think it's just hidden, but you should be fine.
Who's hoping? Ugh.
Well, now I have worries that I didn't know I needed to have.
I think we should figure out how to destroy these things, like legit. Like we should go on a Horcrux style.
Well,
hunt type
in the
deal.
Infinity War movies, when you break a stone, you die, so...
Doesn't matter, it's inevitably these stones shall meet. Feel
I am
Yeah.
inevitable.
probably
We'll do a
re-
group suicide deal.
They can probably
No.
reanimate.
And then go to hell.
Oh
And
shit!
all go to hell.
So,
all go
I'm
down
I'm
together.
I also send a message to Ernesto before bedtime where I'm just gonna, do like the howdy. I was on a boat. It wasn't your boat. I miss you. Also, I was a dolphin, and that was like pretty dope. I did a flip.
It's probably 25
he
words.
sends back stuff that's
Yeah.
like, oh, that sounds really wonderful, and
Yeah,
I miss you too.
All that cute garbage.
When you said you wanted to do something, did you want to do it in the morning or now?
Yeah,
'Cause
let's
it is
do it
still
now.
night.
It's not timing is not essential.
Okay.
I wanted to set Darkheart down like on the floor. Just like
You do
do
so?
some pacing, like I'm thinking like God, this
What's
is gonna
on
be
your
re-
mind, my friend?
Is Rosara listening?
I am sure that Visera can hear everything we say.
There's one thing I need to know about my contract.
Sure.
What would it cost to get them off of it?
That sort of negotiation is not my strong suit, seeing as I ended up in a sword.
Fair enough.
Wait, what?
Well, that's sorry about that. Well,
I guess we could blame Trust and his...
yeah, he's
Lack
got
of
another thing
commitment.
coming next time he comes near us. Well, if she is, that's what I. If she is listening, that's what I need to know.
Oh, most
Everything else, it's
undoubtedly.
not important right now.
Alrighty then. I look forward to killing more things with you.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You go to bed.
Nope.
Everybody goes to bed.
I'm just gonna say, kind of like a big thing I was thinking about. I'm gonna say, because Shar needs less sleep than everyone, the mornings I don't take walks, I'm resupplying my arrows. Like, I'm just making more. I'm gonna say that's how I spend my morning time, because we kind of don't keep track of that. So that's how I'm.
Sure.
We don't keep track of arrows because I find it super
stupid,
boring.
But that's my explanation for that. I'm gonna say Shar just makes arrows every single morning. Great.
I like it. Yeah, so
Perfect.
she's an excellent elven Fletcher as well. Excellent stuff.
Sweet.
In the middle of the night, at some point, Johanna is facing Lilia and sort of is staring at her face. Lilia, you up?
What?
I just wanted to say thank you.
For what?
Existing?
Okay. Right back at ya.
She's gonna kiss you. And then... Alright. Sorry. Big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep now.
Does she roll back over?
She goes to.
And all Lilia does is just like, she doesn't like make her like come back or whatever, but she just grabs her hand.
Okay.
Is Lilia
Alright.
the big spoon or the little
No, not
spoon?
spooning. They're
Big
just, it's just hands.
Sure.
Cool. I just wanted that scene because I thought it was cute. Let's move on.
So cute.
Then the morning comes, or the very early morning, as you decided. It is a quiet day. You can still hear the sort of lapping of the waves. Some people are getting up, but it is very early. You decide to eat some like rations and stuff because the kitchen isn't open downstairs quite yet. They're just like barely opening, and the bartender's like, "Oh God, you guys are up early."
I'll remove one of my rations too.
Mine are vegetarian rations.
I'll remove one of my my nice rations from.
You're still keeping track
Yeah.
of that?
Is there like,
You're
is there like
not?
fresh fruit here at all?
No.
There's fruit around, but the market's not open. You might be able to, like, the bartender finds like an apple or
There's
something.
like some
to hand
lime
you.
wedges, some maraschino cherries.
Yep, maraschino cherries and lime wedges. Breakfast of champions.
No,
olives.
I just take an apple and I'm
Breakfast
on
of
my
the
way.
champions of the king.
Tournament of
Tournament of
champions.
champions.
Truly.
Champions. All right.
Maraschino cherry.
So you you finish your breakfast. You say goodbye to Vidar. Kuren, I'm gonna say. Let me look in your pack.
Yeah, let me leave behind those scales.
You have to decide what to get
Yeah.
rid of right now.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
let me
in
leave
there.
behind those
The
scales. for
mithril
sure.
bars will have to come out of
Yeah.
my pack. Those are like the only things
So-
I have.
Kieran,
What I'm gonna have everybody do is just write down what they don't have as on a separate sheet, so they don't have to like remove it from their
Okay, good.
inventory or
Because a lot of
something.
it's like in other possessions
Okay.
territory.
Yeah, because I have things that I don't think I have anyway. Because I still have the
The only thing I'll be
trophy
bringing down.
listed under mine, which we left that in the house, right?
Can you make a note that it's not with you or something?
okay.
I'll take the long
Well,
sword.
the
with me
only
just
stuff
in
I
case.
have in the haversack, which is a fair amount of things, are things I never need. So, like, I have my extra longbow in there, and I have that barrel
Yeah,
of
you need
pitch
it.
in there, and
Yeah,
Uh,
the pipes.
The giant trophy also doesn't have a listing of weight, so you're
yeah.
good.
So we just take out everything we don't use normally, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
basically.
do we have anything left in there that we're actually keeping?
I'm gonna keep my health potion
Okay.
We gotta
Yeah.
sell so much
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
The
because
only
I don't have
thing-
anything else that I put things in.
Okay.
The only thing
You're
I'll
gonna
be
sell this
removing
shit
is
next
my
week.
rope Do we need rope? Should we bring rope?
I've got rope.
I also have rope gloves.
You have rope gloves. Yeah. I'm gonna leave my rope. I will bring my crowbar. I'm gonna leave my hammer. And
Yeah, Half-Life 2 up in this bitch.
Well, who knows?
I have all of these things. So.
Wait, you have a crowbar?
I have a hammer.
Head crabs.
Okay, then I'll leave my
Okay.
hammer and I'll bring my crowbar.
So I was gonna leave a bunch of things, but
Yeah. Can
Should I
we say that?
bring-
Yeah.
should I bring the block of incense in case we want
Wait,
me
do
to
you have a
check
crowbar?
something?
Do you have a
That
crowbar?
might
we
not
just
be a bad
wait?
idea.
I do.
Actually, no. I'll just dump my starter backpack. Basically, if Shar seems to have exactly what I have, I'm gonna dump everything. So, I've got nothing in my backpack. It's a standard backpack.
Okay.
Do we?
Vito's like, yeah, just throw it on the
no,
bed.
I mean, I have my own room, but I guess he's staying.
I will
is he
take the
staying
L.
here?
The thing is, he's keeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's staying here
Yeah.
all day, so he's keeping an eye on
I
it.
also basically dumped my entire thing except for the stuff that I would be keeping on my person. So like my instruments, my
And weapons and things.
dagger, my crossbow, and then the only other thing that I keep on me, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the.
You're gonna dive with a loot.
And if Vidar wants to read any of my books, he can. Again, Orcish Common, Beyond
probably not great
Beastlands,
for your loot.
History of Ginevra, Dimension and Door, and the
Beyond
Arloso
the
Family Journal. He can read any
Cool.
of those.
Or
And the
the-
one ancient spell book.
I can press to
the-
digitize anything. Think it's wet.
Not maybe while it's, but yeah,
I was
okay,
gonna
it's
say,
up to you.
is the bag of holding waterproof?
I don't have a bag of holding.
The
I mean, it's
haversack?
Yeah,
the
that's what
haversack.
I meant.
Fine. Yeah, it's magical, so like things don't affect magical items as
So
much.
if you're worried about your loot, you can just put it in there while we go down there.
Honestly, as I'm
That's
looking
true.
at this, I don't technically have a loot in my items.
Sure you do.
It's not in your
Add
items.
loot.
I have a flute. I don't have a loot.
You do now.
You do now.
You totally have a loot.
I will add it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'll leave my loot, but I will take my flute. But anyways, I can sing, so it doesn't really matter.
But yeah, so
Cool.
I've got an empty regular backpack.
Yeah. Here,
Except
Okay.
for my health
Okay,
potions.
so let's just say everyone is emptying all of their backpacks of non-essential items except the stuff we literally need for attacks and potions and stuff.
Do
And-
you want me to bring the
Yes,
incense?
bring the incense, because if we end up in a position where we have to decide between like two items that we're bringing back, it might help. We don't know. It's nice to have though, just in case, if we can fit it.
Well, we do still have Vidar here for identifying after.
Well, I'm saying if we're down there and we have to like make a decision.
Oh,
something.
leave one and take one
I don't know.
when it comes
It's up.
to-
It's up to you, Kieran.
We might need the incense. It's good to bring it in case.
All right, so you figure all that out, and Johanna leaves some stuff behind as well, and then, all right, let's get going. See you later, Vidar. Thanks for keeping our stuff there. Try not to let it get robbed or anything.
Thank you.
Those are famous last
The whole
Whole
building's
place is
burned
turned
down.
over.
That would.
All right. Well,
And you leave.
awesome.
You head out into the city, which is much quieter now, and head down to the docks where Mason is sort of setting up the boat. He's like got his boat up and ready. And sees you guys coming and says, "Oh, good! It's yeah, come on, come aboard. We're happy to help you. So this will be fun,
morning.
right?
Good morning,
fun day on the lake.
Do you need any food? I got some rations for you.
Oh, I ate something at the inn. I have an inn with the people who run the inn. So shall we?
Yes, let's cast off. Do you need any assistance?
Oh, sure, I'd love that. And you all know how to use a
we know
boat.
how to
You
sail
haven't
it.
used,
I'm
and
sure
it's
he's
actually much
pleasantly
easier
surprised.
on a smaller. He is, and it's much easier to do this on a smaller boat too. So you cast off,
While we're doing that,
and you make your
I'm
way.
gonna tell Mason, like, my boyfriend has a boat.
Actually, it's a
I'm
ship. if
I'm
I
happy
may.
for you.
If it's a nautical term, I think your boyfriend is a ship.
He's a captain.
Shara is gonna go over to Lilia and ask Lilia if she can help rebraid her hair and like super tight up in her hair so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
okay.
do hair?
Yeah. I don't know.
Make a
Is that what kind of check is
Is that dexterity?
Should there
yeah.
be a
You
check?
can braid.
Okay, so
I
That's
do
gonna make you roll.
braiding your hair.
I do like one of
You're
those like
talking to him
double.
about your boyfriend, Kieran.
I do like one of those double braids across that goes up, and then I take like the
Yes.
other ones and also bring that up.
Yep.
Us princesses.
Sweet.
Little Daenerys.
You have a
Cool Couture
yes.
over here.
All right.
Dancing lights make it much more easier for Mason to see as he
Do
goes.
dancing lights
Well, don't
work
bring
underwater?
too
some
much
additional
attention to
dim
us.
light
Yeah.
appears.
Dim light appears.
But it's close. When you're close by the globules, it's easier to
These
see.
orbs.
And it takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get out to the center of this large lake. And Mason's like, well, I've been doing this a long time, so I'm guessing, not really guessing, this must be the center of the lake. Whatever you were talking about must be pretty much right below us. Is anyone staying with me, or
I think we're all going
at
down
what
this
time should I come and pick you up?
Would it be possible for you to just wait here?
I would...
I mean,
Oh, I can send
I
him a
could.
message.
I'd get a little
Yeah,
bored,
we'll
maybe,
send
but
you a
I think-
message when we're ready.
You'll hear
Right.
us in your ear. Wait, no, guys, I feel like
Well, in the
you should just wait here because if we have to come up, we're not gonna be able to wait above water.
I think we'll
I could
be
have us
down there
walk
for a
on
while.
water
that is
until he
true.
can get to us.
That is assuming that we leave this with you completely filled on your mana
We
slots.
gave him 30 gold, guys. He can
Your
wait
what?
here for us.
Mason, would you be okay waiting for us?
I mean, I'd just get bored. I mean, you were talking about sending a message. Could you send me a message when you're in that air bubble and ready to come up? I could come get you.
I think that would be fine.
Otherwise, I guess I'll stay here, but I'm just...
Because
I don't have much to do,
have
really.
us walk on water for up to an hour.
Oh,
And that's only a level...
If you have a spell slot left.
At the
yeah.
end of this. Six.
Okay. Whatever. I guess.
I mean, we're not that far away. It's only half an hour to the shore, and this way I can do some other business and
Yes, if you could
enjoy
go
my day
on
off.
your own business, but be aware we
Sure,
will be reaching out to you. Try and keep any responses between less than 25 words.
All right, I will... I don't understand that
We'll
entirely, but I'll
send
do
you a
my
message,
best.
and if you can just tell us that you've reply back that you've received it, we'll expect to meet you in
Sure.
about 30 minutes.
I'll keep my business around the docks anyway, so I won't go too far.
Thank
and
you, Mason.
Nala's gonna
Cool.
take off her robe and fold it up and say, "Can you also look after this and make sure it doesn't get lost?" No,
You didn't leave that back with Vera?
I guess not.
I didn't.
All right. Okay, I'll take care of it, and nothing will happen to it while it's under my charge.
Oh, I love it.
Well, have a good dive.
Thank you, sir.
Put my backpack on.
All right. So
Okay.
what's happening here?
All right, we're jumping in.
Or
No, hang on.
Today's
Before
November
I
5th,
do-
so it's cold.
before I do any of the water magic, I'm first gonna cast Aid at the 3rd level on me, Lilia, and Shar. So you guys 10 extra hit points. Just in
And does it-
case.
Kieran does
And it goes into
some
the temp.
magic over
Yeah.
the heads of each of you three, and this sort of white and black light appears over you, and you feel like you can go a little longer.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Kieran, should we get in the water first, or...
Prop.
And then I'll hold our breath, says Johanna, and then you rocket us down or
I'm
something.
going
Yes.
to.
I think if Wynn jumps into the water with his armor, he'll just sink.
He can swim, right, Win?
He
That's-
can grew up
but
and
then-
jump in last.
I can swim very well.
Wynn can hold... okay, we'll just all hold our breath, I guess.
As long as Win is close, he'll get sucked in anyway.
I'm
Okay,
going
do the waterfall
to,
thing.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
When we get into the water, I will try and keep the light above us and see if they can remain active as we go down into the water. I can't promise that they will, but it might be helpful to at least help us guide our way down.
I can also I can take Kieran's staff and I use my light cantrip.
Okay, great.
On my
Has-
dope staff?
Yeah. But it's just I touch an object no larger than 10 feet and that object will shed bright light.
Awesome.
Or that can. That?
Well, maybe let's just do that
Well
on the way
done.
down, and once we get down, we can see if dancing lights work.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Well done.
Sorry to steal
I didn't
your
know you
light
could do
thunder.
that.
I was researching control water. What did you say, Lily?
Oh, I was saying that I was just gonna to like provide us with a little bit of light on the way down, I'm gonna light Kieran's staff.
Okay.
I didn't know you could
Cool.
do that.
I don't
Yep,
use
so
it
light
often.
cantrip lights up Kieran's dope staff. And yeah,
Down we go.
you all jump into the water. Win last. He starts sort of trying to tread water, but it's pretty heavy. He's strong though. He can keep himself there. All right. Well, here goes nothing then. Should be right below us, right?
Yes.
Says Johanna. Well, should we
From what
count to
I
3
remember,
and
yeah.
hold our breath? And then
Kieran.
Go down.
Okay.
Kieran can cast whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Yep.
Good luck, all everyone. See you down there.
3,
Yeah,
2,
So
One.
Holds your breath,
I
and then-
cast the spell. Control water.
Okay, and then redirect flow is the one you're gonna want, not whirlpool because that damages you.
Yes.
And the water starts just flowing downwards, and you begin picking up some speed as you go. And it takes, like, as you're holding your breath, some of you who don't have as much constitution, it gets a little sort of harrowing a bit as time goes by. It reaches nearly 30 seconds, and you're like, as you go, but then you land on the ground. You're like just a little away from you haven't hit the air
Oh,
bubble yet.
damn
You're
it.
right next to it because I didn't want to have you fall.
Okay.
So you land on the ground, you sort of start looking down and gesturing to each other wildly, and Kieran uses his spell to move you around the bubble and land right next to it. And then you all sort of take a step
It would
through
fall,
the
I
bubble
guess.
and whoosh. No, you can
Oh,
step
okay.
through.
Okay.
Question: did dancing lights work at all during this, or did they
Oh, I thought you didn't.
Dancing lights
snap
works.
out?
Okay.
They worked.
They work underwater.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't go as far, but yeah, it
We are
works.
good.
I mean, it's just light underwater. A light bulb works underwater. So you're in this underground sort of area. You all now see it's sort of dimly lit with your magic. You all sort of see this large cylindrical shape. Well, says Johanna. That is an unexpected sight at the bottom of a giant lake.
Fabulous.
I'll let you guys take the lead,
Um,
as you are the heroes of this journey.
She said 6
I'm
for
assuming all
Yeah,
of us
when
are
she
wet,
appeared,
right?
do you know which direction we were going in? Okay.
Yes.
uh,
Wind sort of guides you
Yeah,
around,
that door.
and you find the door.
Everyone
I'm gonna-
ready?
No,
As-
I'm going to.
As you
look
sort
at
of
the
get
column.
up close,
Yes.
Zima appears
Hey.
and says exactly what you said before.
And you press
I'm
B
gonna look-
to make it go faster.
While it plays, Nala's gonna look at the column because it's ancient common, and she does know ancient common.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
ancient common.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
everyone
says
who-
Straka Vault,
Oh.
beware all ye who enter here, sort of
Okay,
thing.
so it's a
I'd
general
turn
warning.
back if I were you.
I relay it to the group. Confirm.
The way was made by those who are dead.
Those who are dead.
And the dead
And
keep
the
it.
dead.
Oh my god.
Pretty much says exactly what she's saying.
When an elf will go underground,
And a dwarf will not.
a dwarf will not.
Okay.
Going to ring out.
So there are these
my
two
backpack.
large doors. They're huge. These massive
And they're still in
things.
this air
like
bubble
the doors that Aragorn opened at Helm's Deep.
Sweet.
And there is still plenty of air. Yes, you are
We're not going to run out anytime
in
soon.
a. It seems to be somehow magically air bubbled.
Can I make? I want to check to see how this air bubble is being maintained. Like I would like to check this column,
the
see if
column?
there's any kind of.
investigation. Or...
If there's.
Okay, make
Don't
make
pop
an
our
I'm not
bubble,
gonna pop it. I just want
Make-
to. I want to see it.
make an Arcana check.
Okay, cool.
Can I also look at it?
Sure, it's tough.
While they're doing this, I have another thing as well.
1 second.
27.
17.
Jesus Christ!
17 for Nala.
It
have a
is.
plus 10 to Arcana.
It takes a while, but Kieran,
27.
even though
That's crazy.
yeah, the DC for that was 25. So
Wow.
jeez.
I have a plus 10 on my Arcana.
This is not magic you often see. And it seems to be You can't figure out how it's charged or what's maintaining it, but you do eventually see sort of these tiny, tiny runes. Like, you have to zoom way in on the stones that are making up this thing. Yeah, you pinch.
Optical zoom.
It's the red dwarf joke. Yes, my eyes don't seem to have a zoom function. Well, how do you bring a faraway object into sharp focus? Well, you just move your head closer to the object. But you move your head closer to the object, and it's like those paintings that are painted only with dots. And as you get closer,
Pointillism?
you actually see that there are these tiny, tiny runes, and some of them are glowing, just twinkling every once in a while. So whatever magic is happening, it's imbued in this pillar. And that seems to be what's maintaining the air bubble.
While that
But it's magic that's ancient, and you've never seen it, really.
While that's going on,
Go ahead.
I want to just quickly, because I don't think I got rid of any of my forgery kit or anything. I want to really quickly make a drawing of nothing like super detailed. It's like a stick figure and a couple other things, and then I want to use my cantrip, my moving pictures cantrip.
Okay. You hum. The picture begins
Okay,
moving.
great.
The runes?
Awesome. No, the little picture that I
No, the
drew.
picture she
Okay.
drew.
It's just Yaron said something about magic, and I was worried.
You didn't go into the gateway, did you, when you came down here first?
No, didn't really feel comfortable going in there alone. Or alone with a dolphin.
I'm safe to assume from this
With Dolphin.
message we won't be harassed on our way out, but I'm pretty damn certain once we go in, we're
Oh,
doomed
sure.
to-
Plenty of harassing in there.
So let's
Right.
let's
We ready for this?
get ready, focus up. Who would like to go first?
As ready as
Who
we'll
wants
ever
to
be.
check this
Do
beautiful
we need to know
doorway?
our marching order?
Well, who wants to check this beautiful doorway for traps is what I was going to say.
I can do that. Wait, no, I can't. That's an investigation check, right?
Yes.
I should not do that.
My
Mine's not as high as
investigation
anyone
is
else's.
fine. It's not
Oh,
great,
okay.
but it's
Mine's
fine.
only +3.
I have a +6
Oh.
6?
to
There we go.
investigation.
Damn,
Yes.
man, yeah.
I will assist
Yeah.
Win in
What's with the
investigation.
pluses and minuses that you speak of? What's with the arithmetic here?
Okay, alright, sure, I'll roll.
Okay, do that.
Fuck!
Oh.
But I'm assisting
9.
you.
Yeah, advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, much better. Okay. 22.
Ah.
Okay, you check around the thing, looking at all the different intricate pieces, and you find that it is not trapped.
Sweet.
So we walk on through then.
Alright, let's go
Oh,
I would volunteer to be in
I'll
the
go
back.
in.
no, Kieran should be in the back.
I'll be in front of Kieran.
in. Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm
go. Win,
Ahead.
Shar,
Back here.
Lilia, Kieran, Nala. Or Win, Shar, Lilia, Nala, Kieran.
I'm assuming
Whatever.
Johanna's
Okay,
with me.
could you put that
Oh,
in the
and I
Zoom
forgot
chat?
about Johanna.
Johanna.
Yes. Because
Ooh,
I wanted to
wow.
do something
She'll-
cute
she'll
upon
be
going
wherever Lilia
into the
is.
gates.
Okay.
Yep, she's wherever Lilia
Win,
is.
Shar, Johanna, Lilia, Nala, Kieran.
I keep forgetting to make Johanna a image for Roll20, so give me 1 second. That's what I'm doing.
And as we're the gates are opening and we're going through, Lilia just grabs Johanna's hand.
Okay.
Thanks, I love it.
She squeezes your hands.
Dancing lights following us.
Says, "We got this." You open the doors. They make a
Great.
noise in good fashion. And what you see before you is just a large staircase headed very steeply downwards.
Don't slip.
Dancing lights in front. Dope staff lit up.
All right, so
Okay.
it seems to go down very deeply,
Okay.
far into the abyss below the lake. You begin stepping down. You make your way deeper and deeper and deeper.
I'm gonna run my hands against the wall. Does it feel like stone or coral or anything like that?
Feels like stone. wet stone, dirty stone.
Ugh.
You head down, deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper. It's dark. You can't see the entrance anymore. And it starts sort of turning a bit, and then it turns back the other way. And after 10 minutes, 20 minutes of walking just down a staircase, relatively slowly, because you're a little worried, it starts to flatten out. And you find yourself on sort of a cobblestone ground. You walk forward and forward. And then you're presented by 2 more doors in front of you. These ancient stone doors.
Do they look the same as the ones we came through?
Similar design. They're big stone doors. These ones are square as opposed to sort of the oval top shape.
No writing around the doors.
It says room 1 in ancient
Okay.
common.
I'll say that's the group.
All right.
So I guess
No. We're not splitting up.
I'll send the dancing lights 60 feet into the room, and
You haven't opened the door
oh,
yet.
that's a closed door. Never
Should
mind.
we investigate the door for?
Yes, closed door in front of you.
Should we check this for traps as well?
Yes.
Same.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Win, I
someone.
can help you this time.
Okay. You may not need to. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry that I offered my assistant.
23.
Just kidding.
Okay, you check it out. Nothing seems to be amiss on this one.
Okay.
Win and I both pushed
Nothing
the door
seems to be
open.
amiss.
Oh, I was gonna mage hand it.
Yes.
Push the doors open. They don't push. You realize they're pull doors, and you pull them.
Rude.
You pull them open, revealing. Please open roll 20. Does everybody have roll 20 open?
Yes.
Yes.
But I
Let
don't
me
see
move y'all.
anything.
I haven't moved you over
Okay,
yet.
cool.
Calm down.
Just make sure.
Here we go.
I missed it. We missed it all.
Who did I just move? I moved Sarah and Tess, but not Emily.
I can see.
Ooh.
Max.
Ooh, is that Johanna? Nice.
Yeah, it's Johanna.
Like it.
That's the image that I've been using for her
I like
for
it.
ages.
I want people to be fans of this, if not only so I can see Johanna
Fan art.
and Lilia and Kira and Ernesto fan art. If that's
I
the
Yes.
only
need Lilia and Johanna fan art so bad.
I also need that and really want to. Yeah. Anyway, so would you like? No, you already have all the stuff because you didn't fully get lost. All right. So you step inside this big room. You can see, the people with dark vision is what you can see. That's what I've uncovered. Everything else should be black.
Yeah.
But you can see sort of 60 feet ahead, and you see sort of a pedestal thing in front of you. Just making sure I'm still recording. And then to the left and right are 2 different passageways that seem to curve.
Let's stick together, please, guys.
Okay.
Can I send my dancing lights all the way past that pedestal?
Or up to it.
Or at least up to it?
Give me 1 second. Okay, you send your dancing lights forward.
Yes.
And they fly over. And as soon as I click the right button, you see more of the pedestal, and there seems to be a door on the other side of it.
What does the floor look like?
It's just sort of a cobblestone, but sort of wet.
Can we see what's on the pedestal?
If you move forward. Currently, it's up to sort of chest high, and it looks flat from what you can see.
I would also can I just walk a little bit towards the left and just peer down the hallway. I don't really want to
I'm gonna move you.
go down.
You go over there.
Okay.
And you can see
Dark vision couch.
sort of this far
Fish and couch.
I can't
down the phallic symbol hallway.
Phallic symbol.
It's
More
Why is it a
ionic
phallic
than
symbol?
phallic, if we're being honest.
It's not at all.
No, it's yawning.
It will be when you can reveal the whole thing.
Okay,
It looks
that's
like
what I was
it
wondering.
looks
is,
like a uterus right now, is what it looks like.
Yeah, it doesn't look phallic at all.
It's yawning.
All right.
For our listeners, we're talking about the map.
I know.
Lilia, make a perception check.
Oh no.
And Win. And actually, everybody else make a perception check.
Okay.
Oof. Okay.
Not the worst, but not the best.
No, cocked it. Hang on.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
15.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, 18.
16.
6.
Okay, so you guys in the middle with those rolls, you can see that there seem to be some sort of slight holes in the wall up here and here.
Huh.
How big?
They're 6 feet tall.
So like way
Couple
plenty
feet
big
wide.
enough for someone to get into.
Yeah.
Okay.
People size.
Okay. Well, if Lily is going down that hallway, I can probably go look at the other one.
Yeah.
Guys, be careful.
We're not gonna like split up.
We're
or
not going
anything.
down
We're
there.
just going to
We're just-
peer.
Yeah, just going to check it out.
Accompany one of them.
Char
Hashtag
is so
Dr.
paranoid about everything all the time.
All right, so you head over there.
Yeah.
Lilia, by the way, you can barely make out what seems to be another sort of gap.
Okay.
That's sort of just down at the bottom. Here, I'll draw it. Here-ish.
Okay.
Huh.
So when you head over there,
Yeah.
What's there?
Is there another one?
and you see another similar little hole there-ish.
What are these holes, guys?
I feel like we're gonna have to go investigate one of them at least.
Do we want to do that before we touch the pedestal?
Yep.
Or go near it, yeah.
So
Okay.
can I move
Who's doing what?
myself?
Yeah, you should have control over
Okay.
your character.
So I would like to move back to the group and suggest that maybe we walk forward and I tell them what I saw and that.
We're going straight up.
I mean, we're within earshot, presumably.
So, to maybe maybe we should just keep going forward. I don't know what end of the hallway we're gonna find.
I would like to go down this side of the hallway. If
Okay.
you guys are going through, I should go down
I
here.
don't think we should split up.
I can run over if I need to. I'll be okay.
Okay.
If you
Says the person who died.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're going over
a
there,
tank.
let us at least wait at the edge of the hallway for you.
Okay. I'll
I
go
will
like
stand
halfway
next to
down.
Shaw.
I won't go all the way down to the hole.
Okay.
Firebolt in
token.
hand. Actually, as soon as we came into this room, Firebolt was up. Once I saw room 1, Firebolt in hand.
Okay.
What's that?
And you see another pedestal down at the end. This one has... Ooh, I forgot to draw this. But let me draw it now. You see on the top, there seems to be this sort of bluish crystal
Huh.
embedded in the top of it.
Okay.
What kind of crystal?
It seems like it's a cut
It's a blue
gem.
crystal.
It looks like a standard sort of cut gem, so that shape,
Okay.
and it's just sort of stuck in the top of this pedestal.
Win, before we touch anything, can we see what's on the other pedestal?
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
over
Then-
and check it out.
And I bet there's one on the other hallway too. We should check all three and then choose which one we're gonna touch first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go ahead and check the other one just because I already went down that hallway enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, like, with her-ish and
Okay, cool.
cast Detect Magic.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
like right before the hole, but like kind of close to it, so maybe I can also investigate the hole as well.
Okay, you see that.
Okay, neat.
So there is another pedestal down there, with a blue crystal stuck in the top.
Okay.
And I used detect magic, so I don't know if I detect any magic.
Where are you at? Oh, you're there. What's the range? And can it reach the crystal is the question.
30. Oh, okay. I guess one.
You gotta get
can't
closer.
Oh no.
So as you go over there and you've got your detect magic up,
Oh no! Stop it! No! No!
Lamar kills you.
Oh.
Lilia, make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, that is not excellent. That's 12.
A 12. Okay, so you're just looking after Kieran in this semi-dark area. You're just watching his staff go. And then you hear a from the hole as you see this terrifying, monstrous, sort of fishy face appear out
shit!
from behind the hole.
Love it.
And we are going into combat.
Y'all better roll that
Changing
shit.
dice.
Please roll initiative and hold on to it because I just drank an Irish coffee and have to pee so bad.
Like, Karen, first question. Lilia just screamed. I assume we all heard her.
Yes. Okay. Down these hallways, you would have definitely heard.
Do you want us to roll initiative as well?
Yes,
Okay,
everybody.
good.
Roll.
Just making sure. Because I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Let me get this set up first.
Guys, I've never
Shar,
done that with initiative before. I'm really excited.
I'm just going to go based on the images I see. Shar, what's your initiative?
25. Or 24, nice. Excuse me. 24.
Nala.
15.
Kieran?
5.
You say 5?
Yeah.
That's
good,
okay.
though.
That's what you want.
Yeah,
It's not bad for a cleric. Lilia.
23.
Nice.
Red.
I switched
And
dice.
Win?
11.
Sometimes that does it.
Get right.
Oh, I forgot to write down. Shit.
Yeah, this one's going away.
It's nice to have 4 d20s to choose from.
Really? Gosh, I can only have 2.
I have like 7.
My regular and then my
I've got like
advantage
1,000.
disadvantage die.
I bought 2 of them and then I was gifted 2 and it's really great.
Yay.
All right. So, as this monstrosity, actually, this music is really cool, but I'm gonna make it a little more exciting.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, as this comes out, all of you also hear. Ooh, what's this, my pretty?
Excuse me?
Do we have some visitors? And Johanna, who's
Tell
like
me
standing
this is
there,
not
sort of in the
Ramble
center.
Shanks.
No, it's
and who had gone off with Lilia, so she's here. She sort of peeks around the edge, and she's like, guys, we're not alone."
Oh boy.
Let me.
Oh, wait. Tell me
it's
Ramble
not as a
Shanks
whole.
isn't here. Okay.
and out of the hole near Win also comes another one of the fish creatures.
Hi guys. So I did like a little bit of a whoopsie, but it's fine.
By the way, your detect magic.
detected some magic.
Your detect magic does detect magic. It is magical.
Yay!
The crystals are.
Room 1.
The crystals are, and actually the whole pedestal is.
Oh.
Everything's magical. That's
All right, Shar, you're up first.
Okay. Hang on. I gotta turn Cosme down. It's way too loud. Hang on.
Yeah, this song's way louder than the other ones.
Freaking Emily out.
I so wish I could listen to this Cosmos. I'm gonna have to set it up to have 2 sets of earbuds. It's just gonna happen.
Okay.
One ear for music, one ear for role playing.
Okay. Stupid sneak attack question. I can't use that at the start of a turn, right?
You can if you hide first, because you can
Okay.
bonus action.
Because I was hoping I could go here and shoot one of these little guys over here.
Sure. So those what you see now as you walk over there are these grotesque-looking, feminine-bodied
Yeah.
things. They sort of remind you of what you discovered in the basement of the Arloso family home the first time.
Oh,
you were there.
yeah.
God, they're high. Thanks.
I'm trying to ping, but it won't let me.
You gotta hold.
You gotta hold it.
Oh, I'm muted.
Oh yeah,
There we
okay,
go.
that
Yeah, you
one.
hold down.
Okay,
'Kay.
I'm shooting
So
that one.
you are you hiding first?
Yes.
Bonus action.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Not bad.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
You seem pretty hidden.
Okay.
You do have advantage on that strike.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. Okay.
You do have advantage.
That is a
Advantage.
what?
Did you say
You have
she has-
advantage because you're hidden.
Yeah, okay, 16 for the first one.
That's your advantage to roll.
I
again.
know. Okay, just kidding. 16 again.
Okay, hits.
Okay, great.
Oh, Kieran, I really wish you weren't so close to me.
27.
Don't stand.
27, nice.
Stand still.
Well, if I hadn't rolled a 5, I'd say I could
5
move away
plus-
from
yeah.
you. But
27.
I can't imagine you'll go after me.
You might get some friendly fire.
Great.
So Shar runs over there and just like ducks around and flying across this entire cavern thing, and it sinks into this woman's, this weird beast's stomach, and she's like, sisters, some help, please.
And I'm gonna use my remaining movement to go just back over here.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go, here. Okay.
Okay. Lilia, you have this thing just appear out from underneath, within melee of you.
So I can't back away, right? Because they're in melee?
It would get an attack of opportunity.
Kieran, I am so sorry. I am very sorry.
It's fine.
Oh no!
I'm going to use Thunder Wave at the second level.
Okay. What kind of save is that again?
It is a Constitution.
Okay, that's a 14.
As a 14, it hits them.
And Kieran, make one as well.
Ooh, I got a 21.
Oh, thank
Nice.
fuck. Okay, so
Half damage
you take
on
half
Kieran.
damage. Yeah.
Yay.
So that is 8, 16. So that is 19 points of thunder damage.
Wow.
At full.
And nine points to you, Kieran.
Okay.
And then it also pushes the monster 20 feet away from me. No, sorry, 10 feet.
Oh.
10 feet.
All right. So it goes, ugh! And is still right next to Kieran.
And then I take my
love that.
movement to back up. So like
Okay, you back up. Lilia, like, blows up in that thunder wave thing. Y'all know and well. I'm just making it a thing.
I love that quote.
It's a thing.
And Lilia backs up and says, "Sorry, Kieran," as she does so.
It's like a fear response to just like explode.
I get it. I made it happen.
All right. It is Marrow 1's go. So this thing comes out of the ground and like slithers up. Actually, no, it's not going to slither up. It's going to take out this like harpoon that it's holding and aim it towards Wynn.
Oh no.
Can I use that firebolt that I was holding from the start of this, or is that going to be on my turn?
Since the
It
Marrow
should've
didn't
been
come out
a-
on your side, and the initiative was occurred on the other side, had Wynn walked closer to the hole, I would have let you do it.
Okay, cool. Understandable.
Because you weren't really wary, and then you heard Lilia scream, and then
look
it was
back.
combat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so this thing is gonna 13 plus 6 is 19 on Wynn.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Nine points of piercing damage as this harpoon just comes at you and like stabs through your side.
Ow.
And now make a strength check.
Oh god.
Strength check, okay. 17.
Okay, it got a dirty 20. So as it impales
Damn.
you, you feel this tug as the cable on the harpoon pulls you
Ow.
20 feet towards it.
It's alright.
Ow.
Slashing
And you said 9
Yeah, it
piercing
doesn't know
damage?
what. Yeah, 9 piercing damage. This thing doesn't know what it's in for by doing that to Win.
Nope.
I'm saying that just makes it easier for Win to hit the thing.
It's like, oh, thank you.
Does it not win prone? Or
No, it just
Oh,
Nope,
you
just
didn't
pulls it
know?
towards.
Yo ass better call somebody.
All right, so. So many things to juggle. It is the other guy's turn, and it's going to take a couple attacks.
Couple.
A bite at Kieran, and then a slash with its big, weird, like, it's like a creepy, awful version of a mermaid. Claws at.
Only one.
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah.
Nice.
That's 19 for the bite, Kieran,
Oh.
Great.
and that's much more than 20. I rolled a natural 19 plus 6 for the claws.
Damn.
So it is.
Eric.
Yeah, my armor class is actually 25, so.
Wow.
So we're fine.
That's impressive, Kieran.
I can't walk, but
Legion.
nothing can attack
16,
me.
16 points of piercing and slashing damage.
Okay.
Do you guys see that meme? It's like, DM, that's a 30 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, does that hit? Yeah. All right, so that's its go. Nala.
Nala will first throw that firebolt that she's held against the one engaged with Win.
Okay, you fire this firebolt towards.
That's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. So I'll just roll this twice. It's a 10 and 19 points of fire damage, and then I will tap 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to throw a volley of 4 scorching rays.
Nice.
That's going to be a level 3, I believe. Yes. Yeah, level 3.
Okay.
I forgot to long rest before I did this. 'Cause...
Wow.
Yeah, I had to do that on Johanna too because I had forgotten.
Hey, everybody, make sure you did that.
I did it.
before
I announced
did
that
it.
I
I
was
didn't
doing it.
need
Ask for a
to.
nap.
Ugh.
It's probably
Okay.
probably not important.
Cool. So yeah, 4 shots against the same marrow. First shot is a rolled an 18 plus 7, so
Hits.
I'm gonna hit.
17 or
rolled,
16 above hits, I think.
Rolled a 17, so I believe that
Hits.
also hits. 12 for the third shot,
Misses, just misses.
and for the last shot was a nat 1. So
Misses.
so
So two
of the
hits.
shots hits.
It seems like even though this is a water creature, it seems perfectly affected by fire.
Okay.
Great.
I wish D&D had like super effective stuff.
It does.
It does. There's weaknesses.
Yeah, there's
What do you mean?
weaknesses.
elemental weaknesses
So,
and stuff.
so thunder damage isn't elemental against water?
It just depends on the creature is the thing.
So
Those frost salamanders you killed in one turn had fire
15.
weaknesses.
That's
19 with my elemental thing. 19
Nice.
points of
19
additional
points of
fire
damage.
damage.
That's on the first one?
Nice.
Oh no, that's all of them.
Oh,
That's
Two
both.
shots.
So it's already looking pretty fucked
Okay.
up
That's nice.
And it's like-
I will.
at you.
Can you back me up 5? Just back straight, and I'll just back up. No, against the wall. Against the wall.
Here.
It's right there. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Nala just blasts fire around Win, and it just explodes into this thing. And Win, while this fire explodes, you pull the harpoon out and just glare down at this thing.
Rude.
Win, it is your go.
Win,
Okay.
win.
Do it.
Dark Heart.
Bonus action.
Okay, and make my 2 attacks. Okay.
Hey, just make one for me.
Okay, one, that's fine.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, that hits. 17 plus 9.
Yep, hits.
Okay.
A 17 plus 9, does that hit?
Okay.
What if Kira was like, no?
Okay, and that is. I gotta have my calculator out. Damn it.
There
I
are
forgot.
creatures that have
Yeah,
that.
there
AC.
I
are.
believe
There are
it.
AC 30
I don't
pluses
want
in the world.
Damn, we're not high enough for that. Or high enough level, I mean.
We're not high enough for that.
21 damage.
We're not lit
Yeah,
enough.
so as this thing pulled you towards it, you just like whoosh, and just in standard wind fashion sort of just cut it in half.
Yep.
It is dead.
Hoorah.
All right.
Max
All
just-
right. Less than one turn. All right.
We got this. We got this.
Okay.
All right, Win, anything else?
I'm running to the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back here. Though I'm wondering if we need to touch the crystals to get out of here.
We're always going to have creatures.
That's 30.
Wait,
Okay,
creatures
your
spawn.
Win runs back. It is now the Coven's turn.
I'm wondering if they're always going to have people coming out of these
What can
holes.
they do?
Like, there's not going to be.
I don't like that
I'm
name.
worried about that.
It's creepy,
We
so
need to
they gotta
solve
have a
this
new
puzzle.
one.
Similar to, like, the sand.
So this one is
should
gonna
go up and
move.
touch one of
Wait,
these
what's the
things.
movement?
No, I
Okay.
was afraid to do anything. Engagement. Jason wants to.
Where'd that arrow come from?
He's looking for you.
1, 2, witches coming for you.
Okay, so that one can't see anything, but will do something.
I also
Ah,
do things
ooh.
I can't see.
Give me just a moment.
I don't like that laugh.
It might be fun.
Probably won't be.
Okay, so the one that you shot, Shar,
Which one did that? Which one is that?
this one, that I just moved, is going to turn into, just cast a spell on herself, and she turns into a giant ape.
Oh, a big
Wow.
Shit.
ape? Okay. Do we know what any of these creatures are?
Giant ape. You would recognize this spell, Lilia,
Yep. Figured. Oh, wait, I'm muted.
She's not over there.
Yeah, it's
though.
not over there, though. So.
Yep.
as it is polymorph. Yep, turns into a giant ape. There he is.
Like a gorilla.
Means we gotta kill it
That's
twice.
quite a
Fuck.
Big ape.
that's quite a thing. Anyway, what else can we do? That's a
Alright.
touch. The next one in that can see Lilia, because that's all that they can see. This number one on the right there is going to cast a spell on
They can
Johanna.
see
Sorry,
me?
Johanna.
Johanna.
Johanna, I
Oh.
said the wrong name.
I was like, they can see through a wall?
Yeah, we're muted.
I can cast spell through walls.
Yeah.
Is going to cast a spell on Johanna.
I cast magic missile.
Johanna does not make it, just barely. Oh wait, maybe she did. Oh, she did.
Okay.
No, she's one off. Never mind. And Johanna's like fuck, and then like freezes in place.
Oh shit.
Do I hear that?
Hold it. I'll move.
You heard fuck, and then she stopped saying anything.
Now you made her mad.
I'm not going to deal with those.
I don't like hags.
we can't. We need like a.
And Johanna is paralyzed right now. She's not been having great luck in battles, Johanna. And the other
Only
one
'cause we're
isn't
around.
isn't gonna do anything because she can't see anybody.
Wait.
This one? Wait, did he go back in the hole?
No, it's dead.
Okay, it is now Kieran's go.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
happened?
use inflict wounds at the
Alright.
second level. Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay,
Let me do my damage.
what's that damage?
19.
19. That was 4 19s in a row against these guys for some reason. But you just reach out and just grab, and for once you get to deal some damage, and it goes.
Hell yeah.
Did you use inflict wounds?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything else, Kieran?
So does he take up 4 squares or just 1?
4, he's large.
4, he's large. Okay, because I was gonna move, but not like out of his thing. But
Yep, you can do that. So you move closer to the crystal. You see it is a pedestal.
now that I'm using detect magic closer to it, can I tell anything about the magic?
It is a, I would say, enchantment-based magic. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I'm done.
Okay. Trying to find a concentrating sort of symbol for this hag.
Concentrating on the polymorph.
You could always just use like a
On
color.
the hold person. Yeah, so blue dot or whatever color
Purple.
dot that is
Concentrate.
We might have missed what that hag's doing.
concentrating.
She polymorphed into a giant.
Oops, sorry.
but
not
there's
this
another
one.
Although that's a good.
I selected the wrong one.
That's
Yeah, what's
a good
the
thing,
second
though.
one, the smaller one, doing?
She is holding person on Johanna.
Oh, okay.
The concentrate is a good thing though because
you're-
while
And
they-
it is Johanna's turn, and she can't do anything.
Doesn't make any kind of save, nothing like that.
I don't think so for hold person.
Okay.
Great.
Target can make another wisdom saving throw at the end of the turn, so let's
Go,
give it a go.
Johanna.
That's a natural 2.
God damn it.
Alright, that changes things.
So she's still stuck. All right, it is top of the round, Shar.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, hide again.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Natural 20 plus
Okay.
a shit ton.
Yep, that's fine.
A lot.
Yeah, and then I'm going
You're very
to
well hidden.
shoot at this giant ape hag.
The
thing
ape.
Again.
All right, so this ape has like weird seaweed coming off of it and stuff.
Yes.
It's gross.
Okay, roll to see if I hit it. Oh, sorry, fell off.
Table. Oh, that's nice.
15 plus 9.
That hits.
Okay, okay.
Dun,
Ooh,
dun,
not great.
dun, 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 dun.
21.
21 points of damage.
Nice.
All right.
And
Sinks into this dude.
yeah.
Has to make a concentration check.
And it was my bonus action to hide, so I am going to just go back over here, I guess, because
Okay.
I think these two are gonna need my help.
Okay. You head back over there.
Yeah.
Lilia.
Okay, so just to get... Oh, fuck. So I want to get rid of the creature, so I'm going to try to use my crossbow.
Okay. Take out your crossbow. Sink.
That is... Shit, that got cocked. Let me see. Well, that is awful. That's a 14.
Hits.
Oh!
Awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to
I
use...
think it's a 13, guys.
Awesome. So I'm gonna use psychic blades with that as well.
Okay.
So for normal damage, is this my D8? Yeah. So for normal damage, that's 10 plus 3d6. That's another 10. 12. So 10 points of regular damage and 12 points of psychic.
Yeah, you just aim and you shoot it right in the head as it turns to follow Kieran, and it goes as the psychic blades just go into it and it falls over.
Is it dead?
It is
Nice.
dead.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
after seeing that and seeing that Kieran is probably fine now, I run over towards Joanna. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, you see her. She's like head turned your direction, and she has sort of fear in her eyes. She looks at you.
There.
Okay.
It is now the Marrow's turns, but they're dead.
Yeah.
Nala.
Okay. Nala will move. How high are the ceilings in this place?
10 to 15 feet. It's a cavern.
So, fireball no go in this kind of scenario.
Yeah, I would say so.
You don't know.
I mean, everything is damp.
Everything is damp, so yeah. How do I move? Can you move me to there? I'm gonna do it.
Here?
I'm gonna fucking do it. No, on the corner.
Whole cavern collapses. I'm joking. It's not going to happen. You're good.
All right. So, I'm going to tap a 3rd level spell slot and aim
All
a
right.
fireball right there to encompass
Right in the center?
all of them.
Here, I'm
all
assuming.
three.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
They
Cool.
need to make their...
So Nala ducks around the side and fires a bead of light. They all sort of watch it comically go into the center of them as it just explodes around them.
They all need to make a dex save of 16.
Dex save 16. Doesn't make it. Doesn't make it. And the ape makes it. The ape makes it, but nothing else.
All right. He's already hurt.
Yeah, I'm getting him.
The ape looks pretty beefy, but she is concentrating on that spell, so that changes things.
That means she can't do anything else.
This is for all of them?
Yeah, move the ones into 2s.
Do you want me to add them?
Yes, please. And add 4. Add 4 on top.
34.
34 across the board.
34 each?
Everyone
Damn.
gets 34, yeah.
Except the one who
Ouchie.
saved it.
Yeah,
That's
the
the-
And
gorilla gets
34
half
divided by
that.
2 is...
A number.
17, I think.
No. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's
Yeah,
17.
17.
Math.
All right.
And that was all my movement and my action, and don't really have anything for my bonus that I'm aware of.
Okay, concentration checks. Has to roll a 17 on the hold person.
Oh, yeah.
Does not make a hold person drop.
And that's my turn. Any of them look like they're dead? Oh, that one's dead?
No, I didn't mean to click an X.
Oh, I was like, damn, that's awesome. How do they look?
I thought I was gonna have to use the L.
Owlbear.
How do they look?
The ape
Burnt.
remains constitution-y and is still an ape.
But the other two that are still in their natural
The other
forms?
two are looking pretty hurt now, yeah.
Okay,
The ape's still pretty beefy.
cool. Alright, my turn.
Okay, Win.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just I'll keep moving down here. Oh no, wrong tool. Down here. And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Okay. 21.
You can see the big ape.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then I might. Yeah. I'll hurl a firebolt over there.
Okay. Shoosh. Firebolt sort of wraps around Nala and makes this big arc into this huge ape.
Cool.
Which I think it might be huge. Oh, it's huge. It should actually be even bigger. Give me 1 second.
Oh, cool.
That's how big it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Good lord.
And that is not great to hit, but let's see.
It's big, so who knows its armor class.
10 to hit. No.
Oh, maybe.
Misses.
10 misses.
Yeah.
A lot.
around the
Or
corner.
rather, it blasts off the giant ape's fur,
Okay.
and it doesn't seem phased.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
not nearly as fiery as you are now.
It is the Coven's go.
Ah!
I'm gonna go all the way down to the door. This one's gonna go over
Rude.
here.
I don't like none of
This
this.
one's gonna go there. Sea Hag number 1 is going to blast a lightning bolt that way.
Oh shit!
I think actually though, Wynn might be out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right behind the thing, so.
Ah!
Last time.
This one is also going to lightning bolt this way, which will hit her friend, but she doesn't care. So 2 lightning bolts. They both make an X pattern and stand on opposite ends of the cavern, and then both, and these 2 lightning bolts just rocket past them.
Jeez.
Dexterity saves. Nala.
Dirty
and
20.
Johanna.
Nice.
Johanna makes that easily. 16. Dirty 20 makes it, and the ape
Does not.
also makes it. Y'all make it, but that's okay. How much does their lightning bolt do? There's so much to keep track of. Lightning bolts.
Fireball, straight line, cousin.
Third level is the normal one, but they are 12th level spellcasters, which means it's 9 extra d6. That's a lot. That is 17 d6. I think. Oh wait, no, I'd have to cast it above it. I get it. Never mind. No, it's 86. I'm stupid. They are going to cast it at 6th level though, so.
That's still bad.
So 11
That's
d6.
still bad.
1 sec. That's not 34 divided by 2 damage. 17 damage.
Honestly, thank God for D&D for keeping my addition skills and subtraction skills. Not that anyone else
Concentration check on the ape. Natural 20. And the ape is going to do something as well.
Bonus action dash. That's your thing.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
The ape is going to punch 1 at Johanna and 1 at Nala.
Okay.
13 plus 9 hits you, Nala, I think.
What's that come to? 21?
22.
22? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And hits Johanna even with her beefy armor class. So that is 3d10 plus 6 each. So that's 13 damage towards you, Nala, and 18 on Johanna.
Okay.
As it just, like, punches both of you. It's huge fucking ape.
Cool. How much was the lightning if you dodged it again? Was it also
17?
17? Cool.
It is Kieran's go.
I have a question. Can Chompy grab things?
Like in his mouth?
Not technically.
Oh.
Can he knock things off of other things?
Yeah, because that would be an attack roll. Technically, I'm only allowing the cool chompy thing as flavor.
Okay.
Technically,
The
it's supposed to be a
vampire
weapon.
Chompy.
Okay.
No, not that.
I'm
Never again.
going to cast spiritual weapon at the 2nd level and have him try and knock the crystal off of the pedestal.
Okay, so Chompy appears. Let me find a skull. There aren't great options here, but there he is.
I think he's beautiful.
Where did he go? I do not see him.
Okay, and your make an attack roll against the pedestal
Okay, he rolled a
and
6.
the crystal. 6. 6 misses. I'm not sure how that's possible.
An attack roll. No, I did the how much he hits it. Sorry, give me a second.
you
I have
gotta
to
roll
make
an attack
actual
roll first.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. He rolled a 9.
A 9 for the attack roll?
Yeah.
That misses. You gotta get 10 to hit things.
Wow.
Chompy, why?
Chompy, why?
So Chompy goes down and just like biffs it somehow on the low hanging ceiling or something and like shakes himself off and stands there.
Next time, bud. Next time.
Anything else, Kieran? No, you just did your casting and then you used your bonus action.
Yeah.
It is Johanna's go. She is like, fuck! And she is going to... She's going to use suggestion. And say, yeah, you big ape, I think you should maybe walk backwards from us and stop harassing us.
Very convincing.
Lilia's just back there like, that's what you're going with?
Well, I thought I had Hold Monster, but apparently not. I have Charm Monster. It's not worth it in this fight. So he has to make a Wisdom save. Does not make it. So the big ape seems to nod. And that's what happens. And Johanna is now concentrating on suggestion. Sweet. And given that she said stop harassing us, she's also going to back up and stand next to Johanna, and
Nice.
the ape seems to ignore it.
Neat.
Nice.
Yeah. My big question about suggestion is if it gets harmed, can it make...
I think so.
You suggest source action, continue. The spell ends once it finishes what it's supposed to do. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends as well.
Okay.
It seems we all probably saw that happen.
You did.
I mean, yeah, we're all
And
the
the other hags are like, the other hags are like, what are you doing? She's right there, punch her. And he ignores him. Okay.
It's like the weird sisters over here.
Yeah. And Johanna comes over to Lilia and sort of pats her on the shoulder and say, "You doing good?" and you have inspiration.
Oh, welcome to the party.
I never get
It is a-
inspired. Wait, what
That's
is she doing?
amazing.
It's a D10 for her.
Okay. No one ever inspired
All right.
me.
We can't.
Char,
we
it's your go.
try, but we can't. My singing doesn't do it.
Char, it's your go. Char, it's still your go.
Oh, my go. Great. I am going to shoot an arrow off big hag lady, but without sneak attack, I assume. Oh wait, no, yes, with sneak attack because she's engaged.
Yeah, don't attack if she's...
You wouldn't know that.
Wait, sorry.
You've never seen suggestion work.
If you hit it, the suggestion goes away. It's not attacking.
Yeah, but Char wouldn't know that.
Char wouldn't know that, but I guess whatever.
Why would she know that? Yeah. And all she saw
It was
was
Emily.
Johanna like yell at this thing and then be able to walk away.
Oh, okay.
But all she knows is giant fucking ape.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
cheat.
you can-
I'm not
you
gonna
can do it.
God mode this. Char is gonna shoot an arrow off at it.
You gonna hide first?
What? Well, I assumed
Doesn't matter.
I got
I'm
it
right
because
here.
she was engaged, right?
I'm right next.
Oh, you
to
would.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, got it. Okay, that is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
You see, Nala's like, "Oh, I'm so relieved." And, oh God.
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks you. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I got hurt so much, and now it's not gonna hit me. Oh shit.
Sorry, guys. Okay.
It's all right.
I need to teach Sharn magic.
That's 28 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I am going to use my movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Still maintains concentration.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash again up to
Okay.
this thing.
You dash. You're up against the
Or
pedestal.
Here. I'm going to go same place Kieran is. Okay.
Okay. You see the pedestal in all its glory.
Yep.
It is a relatively mundane looking thing with a blue gem stuck in the top.
Okay. Like stuck? Like I would have to wedge
The
it out?
tip of it seems to be like part of the rock.
Okay. Kind of like a sword in the stone type deal?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. I equate things to other...
That's fine. I do that too.
Fictional
Lilia.
things.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What's a sword?
What's a stone?
Well, I've heard of those, but
Okay, that's my turn.
Yep, Lilia.
Okay, so I am going to use... fuck. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery.
On the big guy?
No, on this one.
Okay.
This one. Make a mock. Come on, man.
This
You
one?
have to hold it, yeah.
That one. No, I did. I just wasn't in the right clicker.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on that one.
Okay. What's the save?
It's Wisdom.
No, I'm not. I'm almost out. Seriously.
You get hit.
Twice, baby.
13?
Does not make it.
It's not gonna hit me. But now
So
it's
that's-
gonna hit.
Okay, so you insult it. What do you say to insult this hag?
Oh,
Just you're ugly.
yeah, I know. I was like, I'd call you a hag, but I feel like that's insulting to the other ones I've met.
Oh, that's good.
Oh!
Okay, so she's like, and how much damage does that
It's just
do?
7 points, but
And she looks like she's suddenly got a migraine. She's looking pretty hurt. Pretty damn hurt.
Cool.
Anything else, Lilia?
So Big Bad's not like the ape isn't attacking anything right now, right?
Oh, it's going to.
It will. It snapped out of
Oh,
it.
right. Okay.
Because Shar hit it.
No, then I will stay exactly where I am. Thank you.
Jason's
All
mad
right.
at me.
It's not your fault. I mean, it makes sense. Shar would. How would Shar know what suggestion does? The only other time you've seen it used is on those guards when you were rescuing Lilia. Or, sorry, rescuing Johanna. I keep saying that.
Oh my god, with that
Lo
clutch,
these many weeks ago.
yeah, that clutch calm emotion spell. I got
I was
everybody high.
saying the suggestion was the guards constantly playing cards in Johanna's cell. All right, Nala, because the Marrows are dead.
Run.
Nala, I can't. Nala, in that moment of relief and then taken away from her, was
As the ape.
going to, under her breath, do a silent curse to Shar. But we'll do Shocking Grasp against the gorilla.
Okay, is that a save or an attack?
an attack.
I think it's an attack. Make an attack roll.
17 plus 7.
24.
24.
Hits.
It's 2d8.
Sape has a lot of
that's
health.
3 points of lightning.
Bzzzt.
But it can't make opportunity attacks for the next turn, or it has no
Okay.
reaction. So I'm going to
Okay, so it's sort of
run
tased a bit. It
to
did
the
roll a
far
natural
wall,
20 on
all
Over
30
here.
feet.
on concentration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my entire movement to run away.
All right. Ah!
Yeah.
Cool. Win.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just run up and slash.
Okay, make your 3 attacks.
All right.
Slashy slash.
Okay, that's 18 on the first.
Hits.
Miss with the offhand.
Okay.
Unless 8 plus 3 hits, which I
Nope.
don't think it does. And then again with Dark Art. Okay. And that is 17.
Okay. So those both hit. Could you give me each roll's damage?
Yes.
Because I have to roll concentration for each one.
Okay. Okay. 13 on the first one.
Okay.
And and 21 on the second.
Nice. Okay. Concentration checks. Makes that one. Natural one in the next one, so the second one knocks it out of its
Sweet.
ape form. And it falls back down to normal size right next to Win.
But it's basically
Actually, I'm gonna put it in
untouched
the
now,
center.
right?
Oh, I mean, it was hit really hard by Shar at the beginning. All right, and it's like, sisters! It is the Coven's go.
Trouble, double, toilet, trouble.
And this one is going to walk directly up to Win in sort of a last-ditch sort of thing. And is going to touch you, and you sense this, you feel this weird sort of stuff go all over you, and then get inside you, and in your head you sort of go fuzzy for a second.
Bad touch.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Bad touch.
Not great at those. Wisdom save. 5.
You do not make it.
Oh no. God damn it.
You are cursed.
Fuck!
What
Wait,
else
how
is
far
new?
are you already? What else is new?
Story of my life.
Oh my god. Now what?
I'm going to say that is cursed. With back pain. Cursed with back pain.
Ow!
Aren't we all?
True.
And that is that dude's go. This one's going to come down here. This one's going to come down here. And it's just going to...
Oh no.
First of all,
Oh,
how
I keep
dare you.
forgetting one of the things, but that's all right.
Oh, great.
Doop, doop, doop. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
You good? You good?
And is going to cast something on Win. This, the one closest to you, Win, is going to cast something on you. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
Back to just Jason. Why?
I think because we restarted it.
6.
You did not make that. You are now frightened
Ah!
as well.
Why are
Win
none of
has
you
now
close to
been
me?
frightened. Like,
Yeah, at least 3 times.
I kind
Never
of love
mind.
the
Twice
idea
with the
that
dragon.
this
I'm not very
huge,
wise.
like burly, super strange, like strong man gets scared
Yeah,
really
this half
easily.
elf.
And this
Easily
this
sees.
hag right here, the one closest to Lilia and Johanna, is going to lightning bolt towards Lilia. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, okay. Give me a sec. Oh, fuck me. That's a 12.
12 does not make it, just doesn't make it.
It hit my mic stand.
That's
Bad,
31 points of lightning damage.
Room
you get-
1, everybody. Room 1.
Out there are 6.
There are 6.
Good thing we bought those healing potions.
What the fuck?
Lightning bolt, boy.
Did the music just end?
Nope, still going.
Why does this keep disappearing for us?
Yeah, it didn't. It ended for me too. One sec.
I still hear it.
refreshed,
Yeah.
and now it's working
There we go.
again.
Yeah, it's just going to be streaming problems.
I
All right. That's their go. Kieran, it's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna try again with Chompy.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Wow, so much better. This time he rolled a 12.
What type of damage does Chompy do?
Chompy does
Chomping damage.
I actually think it might be
force
something
damage, I
radiant.
believe.
Oh, force.
Okay.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
Chompy goes down and bites into it. You see the pillar sort of glow, and the crystal just pops out and falls on the ground.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. And I still have an action?
An action and movement. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over, like, here, I guess, and pick it up from wherever it is on the floor.
Cool. You pick it up, and as soon as you touch it, you sort of feel this, ugh, and you feel sort of sluggish and weird, like you might not be able to move as quickly.
Okay.
You have half movement.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. That's it.
Okay, you're just standing there with a crystal. Cool.
Oh, well, I guess...
Johanna,
Do I still have any movement then? Because I moved 10.
you move 10. You would have 10 more.
Well, my usual
Sort of.
movement is 30.
Yeah, so, but 20 divided by 2 is 10, so that's half movement.
Okay.
Okay. You do that. Johanna is gonna be like, fuck you. That's what I've got. And is gonna run up to her and run up to the dude and draw her rapier, which is glowing. Only because it's like Sting.
This is a side note, but I can make it look like I'm holding a crystal.
Nice.
Oh, how about
Because my
that?
hands
Swings,
How about
misses
that?
with the first attack, but she's got a couple. Hits with the second one. Is going to use Slashing Flourish. So that adds an extra d10. Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, she kills the shit out of this guy.
Yes.
Don't you dare hurt my girlfriend.
Aw, girlfriend.
Did she say girlfriend?
girlfriend?
In the heat of the moment.
I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of?
See, Lilia, now you don't have to be nervous because you don't even have to have the talk because she said it.
Yeah.
No, but I
You
want
said
to
it,
have
therefore
it.
it is so.
Wash your
I am pretty.
Everybody needs a t-shirt with one character quote. Nala's is, "This is too hard." Lilia's is, "Oh my god, I am pretty."
All right, Char, it's your go.
Okay,
I want to get to the next room.
I am. I don't. Yeah. Shar is actually gonna move back about 10 feet and
Okay.
use her gloves of rope summoning to grab this
Okay.
crystal off. The
You
thing.
use the rope summoning. The rope goes out and grabs onto the crystal. It's really taut.
I'm gonna pull it.
Okay. You pull it as hard as you possibly can. It's not budging.
Damn it. Okay. Then I am gonna. I can't grab it again because I used my action, I assume.
Yep.
So I guess I'll just move back and I'll fucking grab it next turn. God damn it. Okay.
Okay, Lilia.
I am going to go ahead and use my crossbow again.
Okay.
And shoot. Let me go back to my select. I'm going to shoot this one.
The top one? Okay.
Sure
Okay.
am. That is a natural 20.
Hits very well. Yep.
Nice.
What do I?
It's looking
What do I
pretty
do
hurt
for
anyway.
damage on natural 20s? I've never got.
Just double the dice and add the bonus.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
double the
won't
damage
use
dice.
psychic blades on this one, but I double the dice. So that's 5, and that is 8 plus. So that's a.
No, you can just double the first roll.
Oh, okay. So
So you rolled a 5. That's
yeah,
10.
so that's 10 plus 3,
what's
so
the bonus?
13 points of damage.
You kill it.
Nice.
There's one more hag left who's like, ah! But very angrily looking at Wynn.
Ah.
Anything else, Lillian?
Was I frightened of that one that's now dead, or was it just all of them?
I just yell back at Johanna, girlfriend.
I love it.
Nala.
Give us the tea.
How's this
Make it
last
Facebook official.
hag looking?
Halfway hurt.
Halfway hurt? Stuck,
They don't have that much health.
stuck between two community. I will just do a firebolt at the hag.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Hits.
Nines. Oh wow, that was a good roll. 19 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Wow. All right.
49.
19.
19.
49 points.
We're not quite that powerful yet.
I was like,
Well,
All right, that guy's
her
looking-
headphones are really like soundproof. And
I can't hear Jason
she hears
at
you guys
all.
better than me.
At all. Like, I can't hear shit. Yeah.
All right. So that hag's looking pretty messed up.
Then I
Nearly
will do
dead.
my movement down the hallway towards Shar.
How far
Okay,
can
you head
go?
that way.
Just 30.
Win.
Ah.
20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Just make one attack roll if that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was just gonna say, is it all of them that I'm frightened of, or just her?
Just her.
Okay.
Or you're not frightened of her. Actually, you were frightened of the other one.
You are
But
cursed.
you are cursed from her, so you have disadvantage on the attack rolls against this creature.
Okay. I just dropped my d20. Okay.
So roll an attack with disadvantage.
God damn it.
Oh, dear. What? I heard goddammit.
12.
That's not good.
Misses.
No.
At least it was double digits. I was looking for a single digit answer.
I was thinking it was going to be an
Keep-
No, I
Keep
can't do a
making-
single digit anymore.
Please
Whenever
continue making
Max
attacks.
goes, damn it, we're all like,
Okay. Next one, offhand misses. Ooh, okay. Phew.
What's the number?
Disadvantage to all attacks, right?
Yep, against this creature.
Okay. 13.
Barely misses.
Ugh.
2 misses with Dark Heart, and Wind's like, and the hag's like, at least I got that. It is the Coven's go. She's just gonna slash you.
Ow. Rude.
Misses though, I think it's a 15.
Yeah, that doesn't make it.
Okay, Kieran, go.
I'm gonna move my little baby
15 feet?
movement,
You're like, oh god, it's so hard to move.
and I'm gonna also
But you don't feel like any of your other faculties are. It's just like you're walking through deep mud. It's weird.
okay. I'm also gonna have Chompy move his 20, but
Okay.
I don't have to.
Oh, sorry.
He's just coming after me.
I'm coming!
We going together.
All right.
we watched
Anything else,
Hades
Karen?
Sound.
No, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, Johanna's gonna run up and slice this dude. Natural 19 hits. That was only a 1 plus 4. God damn it. She's gonna sink the another thing into it. Jesus. It's looking very close to death. She's like, God damn it. Just die. Char.
Okay. Well, since the gloves didn't work, I'm just gonna go up and I'm just gonna pick it up.
Okay, you grab it, you feel that sluggish feeling. You pull with all your might.
Yeah.
You can't get it out like that.
Fuck.
Attack it.
Hit it with your bow.
I
Just smack it with your
with my bow.
Just smack it.
Smack it with something.
Oh God! All I have with me is like my daggers.
Whack it with a dagger.
You can whack
I'm-
it with a bow.
I guess yeah. I'm gonna take like the rear end of Casper and I'm just gonna
Okay, make an attack
bang
roll.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Bat it towards me.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you whack! And you're like, oh, thank God this is a magical bow, because it just didn't move at all.
It didn't.
Nope.
Okay.
I need to.
But that would be all your
Fuck.
stuff, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Lilia.
So wait. I didn't move.
You moved
I didn't
one
move my full
space.
movement though.
Yeah, you only moved 5.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that was just 10 movement. So I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna tell Nala, I can't get that out. You try.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take care of this nonsense.
Okay.
Okay.
Lilia.
Okay, so let me see how far it would be, like how far I can get. 25, 30. Okay, cool. So I'm going to move up here to get closer to the pedestals. But while I am in
Okay.
transit, I am going to use Vicious Mockery again on the hag.
Okay. Kind of save is
It's
that again?
Wisdom 16.
Doesn't make
okay.
it. What do you say?
What?
And how do you want to do this?
I said, I really hope I kill it. Yeah, I got a 4 on the first roll. So I got 6 damage. So hopefully that kills it.
It does. How do you want to do this? What insult kills this hag?
So devastating that it kills her.
Oh, it's just so devastating. You put pressure on me like this, and I don't know what to say. So It's like an offhanded comment as I'm like en route to the pedestal. And it's just something along the lines of like, you guys, like, you and your coven aren't even worth my time.
And she's like, and very grossly dies.
Thank you.
We are out of combat.
Hoorah.
All right.
I can now tell you that as you explore, because there's nothing else, you do find that the pedestal in the center has 2 spaces that look like they could fit gems.
Oh.
Do they?
Oh, do they?
If Shar goes up to it, can she grab it now?
Nope.
If I... Oh, God.
Sorry,
baby.
sorry. I did.
Sorry.
I accidentally hit Jason's headphones. Okay.
Can Nala go up and use Mage Hand to pull it off?
Yes. So Mage Hand goes over, grabs it,
Okay.
shunk,
Does it
Comes
stay
out.
in the hand or does it drop? Like,
stays in the hand.
Okay.
And I'll...
And you watch the pedestal sort of glow for a second as the Mage Hand hits the crystal.
Okay.
You just had to use magic against it.
And Kieran has the second one?
Yep. So eventually you sort of... Yeah, Kieran's moving very
I catch
slowly,
up before.
but with the Mage Hand, you're able to walk much farther and easier, and you eventually get over to the pedestal.
I'm coming,
Johanna.
squad.
And is like... But you eventually make it because you're out of combat. And Johanna's like, well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, look, crystals. I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious sort of idea, don't you think?
Any items on the Marrow or the Covenant?
Covenant.
sorry.
No, they are not item heavy.
Okay.
Cool.
And you look back, the holes seem to just go out somehow, out probably into the ocean. The holes, there are also these, which I can't seem to select. Okay, it's not going to let me. Whatever, I drew things in the back, but there's like sort of a area in the back that you can barely squeeze in if you wanted to, where the coven was.
Okay. No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So do you put the crystals in the thing?
Yeah, but at the same time, maybe?
Does there look like there's any etchings in the crystals or in the holders to indicate one goes one where one goes in one goes in the other?
Nah, they're exactly the same.
Okay, then, yeah.
Together!
On our actual flat count, me and Kieran will put them in.
Okay,
3,
you put those.
2,
You put that in there,
1.
chunk, chunk, and
And
they
we
sort of
fucked it up.
glow. They sort of glow, and you see this line of magic sort of create a circle at the top, and then go right down the seemingly solid center. It creates sort of a line, and then opens up into
Fun.
this sort of just a cabinet below it. And sitting in sort of a nice display case or stabbed into a pincushion seems to be this needle with sort of a long, like a thicker end on one side, and then a very sharp point is stuck into the pincushion. You also hear a clink on the door behind the pedestal.
I mean, I'm assuming we should take the pincushion.
And the pin.
Yeah,
So,
I
The
would
whole
say
thing,
so.
definitely.
in bag of holding, in the,
In the haversack.
Haversack.
Your
Handy haversack.
is detect magic concentration.
No.
Yes.
I don't think
Okay, so it's just up still.
looked-
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is still up.
I would check.
So it is
Barely been
this
5
item.
minutes.
Yeah, no,
Let
it's
alone
10
Yeah, it
10.
hasn't been long.
No, I said it's barely
Yeah.
been 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, it's not concentration.
Okay, so it's still up. The needle itself is very magical,
Oh,
Can we
Okay.
and it is
the whole thing.
specifically.
actually, I think it is concentration. I don't know. It is. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Whatever. You assume
full
it's
of lies.
magical.
Magical.
So you take the needle and the pincushion,
Cool.
put it into the bag.
Cool.
You'll deal with that later.
Cool.
And you are presented with an unlocked door behind it.
Who?
I just want to show y'all the next one.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, I'd like to heal people before we.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind. I got hit hard by the
Yes.
gorilla and one of the
Or
coven.
Nala.
You also seem safe here. You could take a short rest. As Johanna's like, mind if we just like take
Yep,
a
that'd be
rest here
great.
for a second?
Oh yeah, we could do a short rest, because then we could use our hit
Yeah, I'll
die.
spend some hit dice.
I'm gonna use
While y'all
my
do
second
that, I got
wind,
Pete,
so that way I don't have to use any hit dice.
Sorry.
And that way I can just get it back with a short rest. Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'm just gonna use 3 for a hit die. Ooh, that's pretty good. 6, 11, 14 points of healing.
8.
14 points of healing in that rest. That's good.
Johanna heals completely.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, I'm just giving myself back 8 points for the time being.
Okay.
I heal.
And Johanna's like, during this hour-long rest, as you sort of wait in this damp cavern, Johanna sort of comes up to Lilia and says, sorry about that? Unless...
I mean, I am absolutely flattered, and I don't...
Oh no, flattered.
No. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, we should talk after this.
We should probably talk.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should
'cause
definitely talk.
just-
Once we make it through this and no one dies, we should
just in
definitely
my
talk.
experience, rebellion and romance have not gone along super well. So,
That's understandable.
Yeah, so maybe we just have a chat.
We will
Yeah.
do that. We'll do that. We'll totally do that. Yeah. All right.
happening?
So you finish your short
We're all
rest. You
taking a
bandage
short
up.
rest. You don't need any hit
I'm
dice.
fine.
You're
yeah,
100%.
I'm done. Yeah. Okay.
Finish your short rest. You bandage up. Johanna looks quite a lot more healed because she fully healed up. With only 2 hit dice, she rolled really well.
Yeah, I rolled 3.
Am I not cursed anymore?
No, because the creature's dead.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. I was worried we'd have to burn a remove curse spell or something.
If it had been any of the other effects, yeah, but that one was specific to the creature.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, says Johanna, shall we
Let's move.
go to the next room? Seems like we get an item per room. If this is any indication.
It's like the
All
Elite
right.
Four.
You want to check
but
the door
6.
for traps?
except the elite
The
6.
Elite 6.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So you head out of that room and go into the next chamber, and as you go out you actually start going up the stairs and you start seeing sort of light is like torches or magical light torches are on the walls, and you're able to see down this hallway. It goes up and up, and then you start smelling this sort of nasty smell, a smelly sort of
That
smell.
smells smelly.
But this is like sulfurous and sort of brimstony.
Ugh.
Don't bite my toe, Lamar. But you head up, and this is an opening, and that smell begins to become completely like rank, and it starts to heat up too. This whole sort of place that you're walking towards is really hot, and as you step out into the next area, you hear these noises, and this is what you see eventually.
Don't like.
I'm scared.
I like it.
Oh shit!
Oh, well, you don't see it yet.
there we go.
Okay.
Bro!
Oh, it's just spooky.
Is it acid?
Abyss. Is it acid? What
And
is
you
it?
look down at this sort of boiling, riling stuff down below,
Wait.
Already.
and it does appear to be some sort of acidic thing.
Gross.
And you watch as these squares, you see, these things, they are moving back and forth on a sort of trajectory, but sort of floating in the air. And notice how these arrows work. I've also got the heights. So you are about 30 feet up as you look down below you. The acid is 30 feet below you. And these moving platforms start going up. Each of the diagonal ones, which have these arrows, and the lines tell you what the trajectory is, those diagonal ones also raise another 30 feet in the air. And they eventually get up to the main pedestal thing 90 feet up in the air, or 60 feet higher than where you are.
Huh.
How high? So 90 feet up. Is there a ladder attached to our platform? In case there is any kind of...
There is no
There's
ladder.
no ladder.
I already know what I would like to do. The pedestal and the platform in the center isn't moving, correct?
The center pedestal is not moving.
It's just the black boxes that are moving.
The black boxes move. Yes.
Would
They do.
And this one right next to our platform is also 30 feet high?
They do this.
Yeah.
And then they do that.
would anyone like to come
Oh. This is literally
Say again.
Zucchini's
Say
test.
again.
with me?
Say
I can
again.
take one person with me to the one platform in the center that's not moving. Does anyone want to come with?
You should take somebody,
You
but
should take someone who doesn't have good acrobatics or athletics.
Me.
I'm not saying I fail all of my athletic saves, but
Hey, I check in with Johanna. I'm like, will you be okay to make? I mean, you got wings. Never mind. What am I asking you for?
You got wings.
I do have wings. That does make things a little easier. I could just fly up there.
Yeah. Okay. Neat. Kieran, come with me.
can you carry people by chance, Johanna? You're rather small. Shar?
I am small, I guess.
But you're also very dexterous.
Yeah, like I was...
Other people, not so
Yeah.
much.
Yes, but it'd be really difficult to pull you in full armor.
Well, it's flying speed. It's up to her strength, and she's like, well, I'm not very strong is the problem.
Okay. No worries then.
And as you're having this conversation, from above on the pedestal come floating down these two ghastly figures.
Nope. 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 Nope.
But they're not on the
Ew.
pedestal.
It's my
correct?
ghost noise.
They're over here.
They just
here and
floated
here, yeah.
down. You should be able to see
Okay.
them now.
They're like little specks.
Specs that I no longer can select for some reason. Oh, there, that's why.
Okay.
So, the question is, I'm getting a little tired. Are you willing to do this one room, or should we call it and do it
I think we
next
should call it and do it next time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say so.
Okay.
I can do this, but
Yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, so
I'm pretty tired.
moving platform. I'm also like getting really woozy.
I don't think I can
need to eat
focus on this
something.
room as much as I did the last one.
So moving platforms room, we will come back to you next time
Yay!
and see who has to stay down and actually use the moving platforms, and which people will just fly over there. While
worry.
fending off some
I'm
specters.
doing moving platforms.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yay!
Sorry, that was a little anticlimactic, but I just wanted to show you my level design because I was
It's
happy
really,
with it.
really cool. It's really
It's
awesome.
so cool.
Well, I mean, we knew immediately what it was, so that's a sign of a
Yeah.
good map.
At first, I was like,
Yeah.
huzzah, there's like a terrarium and it's a forest area. I was like, oh wait, no. That's acid.
That's not
worse.
at all.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so we will pick this up with the rest of the Straka Vault,
Wonderful.
or at least some of the Straka Vault, next week. Until then, thank you all for listening, and we will see you when we see
We
you.
love you.
Bye.
Bye.